My name is Kismet, and it's time for some Fallout 4. We're going to be playing our melee playthrough. I have over 1,500 hours in this game. A lot of time, and I love playing it. It is an incredibly super fun game. This time, we're doing a melee playthrough. This is my fourth playthrough. We played this, I don't know, about 10 hours or so. We are just having an incredibly great start. Now, this is day, let me figure out, this is day 4 of us doing this playthrough. We are having lots of fun. Now, this is melee pistols and grenades. I typically don't use grenades. I actually used them to great effect last time. I use pistols for turrets. That's the only time I can use pistols, or to blow up cars, just randomly. Just blow up cars for no reason. I can use it for that. But other than that, I just use melee for just about everything else, and it is not easy. I have already died a bunch of times. How many times have I died? Well, let's go ahead and bring up our death counter and find out. Boom. 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 There it is right there. It is one was yesterday, and we have a total, or last time, and we have a total of 11. Let me go ahead and pull out all of my counters and stuff. There we go. Now let's go ahead and reset that counter for tonight. Yes, I did create that death counter, and it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work to get that death counter to work. Now watch this. I can reset it to 0. Boop. Like that. There we go. Ain't I tricky? I hope you dig my death counter. I really like it. I think it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and go to it. And where's my other one? There it is. That tells me total deaths right there. Get that squared away. So again, we will be playing some music here in just a minute, but first I'm going to go ahead and try to catch everybody up on what we've been doing. Now watch this as I'm instantly in the game. That's right, I've already got it queued up and ready to go. Dog meat, you're so cute. Let's listen. He's such a good boy. Good boy, dog meat. Good boy. Grab his tongue. Grab his tongue. Grab it. Grab it. Grab it. Grab it. What can I say? We do some stuff. Grab it. Grab that tongue. Grab it. So yes, pretty funny. You got dog meat hanging out. Somebody else is making lots of noise over here. Who's making that noise? That darn cow over there. The cow over there making noise. Clarabelle. I think her name is. Yep, Clarabelle. I got an axe. We could have some burgers. All right. So as you can see here, I'm at Abernathy Farm. And again, we have just kind of started this playthrough. So far, we started at Sanctuary. And we got a fantastic start. Now, this is not a charisma build. This is more of a strength and luck build. I've done some charisma so that I can create my trade routes. But overall, pretty low charisma right now. At least for my normal playthroughs. Like, it's charisma 6. So we went from Sanctuary, went to Red Rocket. We went all the way down here, did our Museum of Freedom quest. We brought everybody back. After we brought everybody back, then we unlocked of course, Red Rocket. We went over and talked to Abernathy Farm. We went over and we unlocked the Starlight Drive-In. Now, right now, there's 3 people at the Starlight Drive-In. We need to run over there and get those 3 people, and I'll show you why in just a bit. There's also somebody at Red Rocket. We'll run over there. We'll get them. We're currently over here at Abernathy Farm, and I'm showing you how to get an amazingly great start in the new survival mode. I've been showing all my best Kismet tips. We're going to be showing some more tonight as well as I kind of progress my bases as I go along. Now, I do not build up Red Rocket or the Starlight Drive-In anymore. I don't build it up at all. All I do is I put a radio beacon there, and I try to attract people, and I'll show you why as we run up to Red Rocket. So let's dive right in. Let me say hello to some other awesome peeps. Hey, Unstoppable hanging out in the stream. There he is. The amazing Vault Boy hanging out. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. And, of course, I got my awesome mods. We got Chewy. We got Paul back. Rocking that mod. Do you have the Power Fish yet? Not yet, Unstoppable. Super early in the game. Will you also do Far Harbor? Yes, I will do all of the DLC. Adam says, Kismet, I love the stream so much. I only play Fallout 4 out of all the games you stream, but I still watch you play the others. I've been watching your stream on and off for a year now, and you deserve way more recognition and credit for the effort you put in your stream. Keep it up, Kis. Thank you, Adam. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody who comes to my stream and says nice things like that. In fact, I appreciate it so much, I'm going to copy that and put that in my nice things that people say, because that's the things. You guys are the reason that inspire me every single day. to work even harder every single day at my stream. And I have so many things coming down the road. I have so many things queued up. There is just not enough upload time. I wish I had a better connection. I wish they'd add a better connection to my area so I could get all of these videos finished and uploaded to you guys. But I can only upload so many a day. I upload like 3 videos a day. Each of those videos is about 100 gigs that I have to cut down. And then when I actually upload it, it's about 100 gigs total. And usually 3 different videos as opposed to the 300 gigs that they were before. And then I kind of shrink them down, get them ready for YouTube, and then boom, put them up on my YouTube every single day. Every single second that I am not streaming, I am uploading to YouTube to try to catch up on all these videos. Because I've also been doing 12 and 15-hour streams and whatever, it's made me a little bit more behind, and then I catch up a little bit, and then a little more behind, and then catch up a little bit. I'm trying. It's not easy. It requires an absolute diligence to try to catch up. But I'm getting close, though. I'm in this month now, which is pretty awesome. I'm now in November, which is the first time in a long time that I've actually been in the same month that I'm uploading that I'm doing. So I will catch up, and then eventually, when I stream that night, I will process it and then upload it the next day, so you guys will have it while I'm sleeping. So there you go. So that's what we're gonna do. And in this playthrough, also, I'm using dog meat. Totally neglected him in my last couple playthroughs, so I'm taking him with.
Quite the contraption you got on your arm. Can't say I've seen anything like it.
That's my pit boy. My pit boy. Let's get this going. And we got the amazing Vault Boy hanging out. We got Adam hanging out as well. ESMS dropping the bomb. Sup. So we're going to get started here. What is your upload rate? My upload rate right now is sadly about 5. There's that chest I was looking for yesterday. Or last time, or whatever day that was we played Fallout last. Right there. There's that chest. There's like a little sneaky chest right there, by the way. On the way, and I'd never seen it before for a long time, like 900 or 1,000 hours in, never seen that chest, and I miss it every time because it's kind of tucked behind these rocks. Typically you don't run up here where these rocks are, back there. Oh, and the other thing we got to do is clear out this thing down here. I still haven't done that. Let's do that first. Now again, just doing melee. Let's go down here and clear out this little thing down here and see if there's any goodies laying around that we need. There's some fungus. There's some fungus among us. Let's get that fungus. Now, I'm going to start that music in just a bit. First, I like to chat a little bit right at the top of the stream. Get things going on. Like so. Ah, I'm overburdened already. Dog meat.
Hey.
Carry my stuff. Carry my stuff. I hope I cleared you out. I did. Yay. All right, for once. For once, I cleared out dog meat where don't have to worry about being overburdened. Now, fusion cores don't help me. Oh, he can't carry anymore. All right, well. Let's do this, dog meat, bro. Let's do this mole rat den. So again, just doing a melee playthrough. Now, when you're doing the new survival mode. Now, I'm in the hardest mode in the game. It is 10 to 100 times harder than the other modes. Now, make sure that when you first start off. Now, I'm only a little newbie now. I'm only a little newbie character. Right here, I'm level 8. So I need to use my companions very early on to keep it where I don't die. So I'm going to get dog meat. Say, yo, little buddy dog meat. Why am I turned around weirdly? Huh. I never noticed those tires back there before. Those tires back there, I was like, that's weird. Oh, well, I was going to go back and see if I can loot them. Now I got to go back in again. Waiting for that load. Skycrafter hanging out. Sup. Yep, 5 megs. Sadly. But such is the way it goes in my area. They say eventually they're going to get it. We'll see. Get the high speed. 10, 15, 20 upload would be awesome. 100 would be even better. Alright, so I got dog meat. I'm crouching. And we're going to do a little sneaky. We're going to come back for all this loot later. But first, got to get dog meat in position.
Over there.
I'm going to tell him to run over. Now, we got to turn a little bit so that you don't talk to him. I need to get him to go get that mole rat. Get him! Get it. I'm chop him down myself. Where'd he go? Mole rat head. Chop it. Oh, come on. Really? Oh, got it. Whoa, that was epic. Okay, that was actually mostly fail. Dog meat did absolutely nothing useful there. Nothing useful. Well, you gotta try it. You gotta try. Okay. Again, I got this axe when I was helping out Concord. Get my buddy. I know there's some more back this way.
Get into position.
Go over there, bro. Now, I can use my gun to blow stuff up. Whoa! I didn't know it was gonna do that much.
Take a look. Go check that out. Hold.
Not hold.
Here.
Why would I want him to hold? I didn't want him to hold. I wanted him to attack. When I pressed attack, he did not attack. So companions sometimes are a bit of a pain, as you can see. Death number 1. Rip. All right, let's get that death counter going. I'm going to die a whole lot, like I said. Don't be afraid to die. That's part of the fun. Part of the fun of dying. I hate dying like that, though. That's like a wimpy death. He didn't die because there was an epic battle and I died. It was died because I told him to do something and it said for him to hold. I didn't want him to hold. All right, you ready to try again, little buddy? Let's go again. Let's try that again. Luckily, I saved nice and close. Gonna hoof our way back over there. Try to get that guy a second time. Gotta find that chest again. It was over here somewhere. There it is. That loot. Now, if you're playing in the new survival mode, expect to die. Expect to die a lot. Once you get past that fear of dying, you want to die a few times. I just rush in and die. I don't care if I die. I'm not trying to do a no-death playthrough. I try to challenge myself and try to do the hard stuff. Get all that stuff. Here comes that storm. Wouldn't be a Kismet playthrough if I wasn't overburdened or there wasn't a storm going on every 2 seconds. Dog meat, where'd you go, bro? Pets, they're like children. Fine. Fine, let me walk up here. Dog meat. Did I tell him to stay or something? I don't remember telling him to stay. Alright, we'll walk up here and we'll drop it down up here instead. Hey Andrew, what's up, buddy? We got also Colonel TV hanging out. 5 megabytes, yep. 5 mippers. Let's get going. He didn't even pay attention, I know. I tried to tell him to attack. But for some reason when they're not aggro, he won't attack. Gotta find a way to do that. Alright, we're gonna put all this in here anyway. Offload some of this stuff. Oh, I should use my grenades. That's what I should have done. Get my fragment grenades going on. Just toss some babies in there. Let me offload some of this stuff into here so I'm not lugging all this stuff around. There we go. Same thing with all this stuff. If I get hungry, I'll come back for it all. Oh, I forgot to put all that other stuff away. There we go. Now we're super light. There we go. And let's go ahead and save. Getting radiated. Hey, look, no more radiation. Slept for an hour. Boom, good. Still got the radiation, but no radiation storm. All right, dog meat, let's try this again. Let's fail, all right, bro? Let's do this. With a lot less fail. So yeah, these mobs can 1 or 2 shot me, especially the legendaries. That's why I typically use dog meat there. Let's hope I don't throw any grenades in my own face this time. Again, we'll come back for all this loot later. Now, go in.
Take a look.
Now, how do I make him attack? Throw it. Throw it. I knew I was going to do that. I knew I was going to do that. Did you see Dog Meat bump me right when I was going to throw it? Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Dog Meat. Appreciate it. Appreciate bumping me right when I threw that thing. Yeah, Dog Meat. Really helping me out today. Maybe there's a reason why I don't run with Dog Meat. That could be it. All right, bro. You ready to try for the third time? Try for the third time? I don't ever give up, by the way. I don't ever give up. And why am I throwing my Molotovs? I thought I changed it to my other ones. Oh, no. I just, I didn't actually switch it. All right. All right, Dog Meat. Let's fail. Let's do it. Come on. We got this. We got this. We got this. Doing lots of ripperinos tonight. All right. Just got to play smart. Got to use your puppy. But if your puppy's being a pain in the butt, screw the puppy. Say, sayonara, sucker! Laters! Gotcha. Gotcha that time, suckers. Alright, let's just burn a stem pack here so we don't get one-shotted. Alright, aha, got that one with a grenade. Oh, the grenade blew up that thing, which then blew up all of this. That's what I should have done. Came in and shot that thing, which would have burned a bunch of them.
Yo. Psst.
Alright, Dog Meat. Is there a way to send them to attack? I never thought of that before, because I only use my companions. Usually when I send them in there, they aggro. Well, let's go ahead and just send them.
Here.
I hate when it tries to make you talk to them and you don't want to talk to them. You just want to send them over that way. Send them over that way without talking to them. Stop it. Stop talking to them. Oh!
Oh, get into position. Get him.
There we go. Now we got it going on. Flying mole rat. Cut his head off. There we go. Third time's the charm. Thanks for taking the deeps there, Dog Meat. How's it? Good boy. Good boy. Oh, you're a good puppy. You killed me twice, but good boy. All right. There we go. We got it done. That's why you don't give up. Just try different ways each time. If you should happen to die, just roll on. But I didn't want to drink that. Ew. Bad. Bad drinking. Teddy bear. Want that teddy bear. Teddy bear. Teddy bear. Nope. Didn't want to do that either. At least I'm properly hydrated. Want my teddy bear. Can't get my teddy bear. Can't get it. Dog Meat, you're really being annoying, bro. Get out of the way. Alright, so no ripperino on that one. We did it. Dog Meat likes to kill me.
Got it.
There you go. Yes, it is awesome. And again, normally I play with ranged or rifles. I love the Overseer's Guardian. If you have not discovered the Overseer's Guardian, oh man. And also on my Twitter, you can find how I normally spec it. If you scroll down for a bit there, you can find that out. I am not going to use the Overseer's Guardian this time. Not even going to buy it. I'm going to leave it in there. Alright, let's loot our way out of here. We can even pick up tires if we want. Not that it'll help us, because we can't carry it out of the instance. So let's throw it down. Boom. Thank you, Ballistic Wolf, for that host. Appreciate it big time. Every one of those hosts. Just give me a little bit closer to that sub button. I do appreciate everybody goes out and retweets. By the way, we do get 10 retweets. We'll throw you guys some Kiz Caps. If you would like to support the stream, that is an awesome way to do so. All you got to do is just go ahead and follow that link right there. And throw out that retweet. Throw out that like. And my mods will let me know if we hit 10. Hopefully. Hopefully they'll be watching. And again, I'm a super looter, so I'll go through and I'll loot everything, even though I won't use all the weapons. I'll just sell them for goodies. Sell them and buy some other stuff. Alright, we got all of that. We got all of this. Dark Angel with the host as well. Thanks so much, Dark Angel. Appreciate it. My mega supporter. Hanging out in the stream. Make sure to show him lots of love. Grab his book. Dude was just down here reading his book. Excuse me, dog meat. If I get in your way, you let me know. Reminds me of Sparkle, the legendary gamer dog. Always in the way. Strategically places herself in the way. Trying to get something out of the fridge, laying right in front of the fridge. Trying to get out the door, laying right in front of the door. Always. You guys have pets who do that? Or always like strategically right in your way? Right under your feet every 2 seconds? Like, yo. Trying to walk here. Trying to walk here, puppy. Alright, I think we got all of that. Let's check this side thing, which I think we got all of that. Let's recheck all of this. Probably stand up now. Always miss something in here. Right there, bottles. Bottles. Wrenches. Now this early in the game, every little thing makes a difference. It's going to add up. I want that teddy bear. I want that teddy bear. I want all the loots, not just parts of the loots. I want it all. My loots. I almost forgot to do the ceiling. The ceiling there. Now the brain fungus, you can make stuff out of that, or you can just sell it to the vendor. It's up to you. All right, we cleared that out. Got that done. Took a couple tries, but no biggie. Blessed Wolf says my dog is always underfoot. There you go. Hey, Hellboy, what's up? Thanks for hanging out. Welcome, welcome. Does giving your companion a Gatling laser cheating? Nope. They can have whatever the weapons they want. I said only I'm going melee, not them. I'm going to give them all sorts of awesome stuff. I'm going to give them tons of Gatling lasers. All my settlers, Gatling lasers. Oh, they can have whatever they want. Me, I got to be melee, though. But, as you can see, dog meat can't hold a Gatling cannon, so I'm just going to be going with dog meat for the bulk of this playthrough. As my companions, I give it to them and they're hanging out in the settlement, then that's okay. Alright, so we cleared that out. Let's go ahead and save so we don't have to do that again. Add another death to our deaths so far. We got 2 deaths so far. Those mole rats got me. I set dog meat in and he was totally useless. And then I died, and then I went in there and I just threw a Molotov right at the wall and killed myself. Thanks to dog meat when I was trying to throw it. Dog meat comes in right when I'm going to throw it, bumps me, and I throw it and I hit the wall. I'm like, thanks, dog meat. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, puppy. You're lucky you're cute. You're lucky you're a cute puppy. Okay, now we're here at the settlement. And again, I'm going to show you my little settlement trick. We're going to go... Oh, there's nobody here. What's that noise? I hear some trouble. Come on, dog meat. Let's do this! Whoa! Ran right into it. You see that? Ran right into it. Let's add another death. Yeah, we're racking up the deaths now. Hey, man, nobody ever said survival mode, the new survival mode was going to be easy. Let's do this. You ready, dog meat? Let's try a different tactic. Now, if you do something and it doesn't work, don't do the same tactic again. All right. Let's see if they're over there. Now, they're randomly spawn over here, so let's see if they're over here again. They are. Where you at, dog meat?
Hey. Head over there.
Get him!
On him.
Just get warmed up over here. Shit, like.
Hey! Don't hurt my doggy! Down! That guy with a Molotov, that was good. I got one of them. Got to get the other one. Ripperino number 4. Let's keep it going. Make sure you guys are keeping me honest on my stuff here. Number 14. We're up to 14. We're up to 4. Now, dying is part of the fun. Don't be afraid to die. Get out there and test yourself. You know, if you don't die, you're not having enough time. Or not having enough of a fun time. Let's do it. Dog meat. Come on, buddy. We're going to get him this time.
Hey.
This time I'm going to actually try to click on him properly. What happens is sometimes I can't click on him. It really irritates me. Get him.
On him.
Say goodbye to your face. Oh, nope.
Go check that out.
Good dog. Good dog. Anybody else? Nope. Got him that time. Good job, buddy. Got blood all over him. Look at that. Got blood all over him. Thanks for the loots. Where'd that other guy go? Down the hill. Down the hill. Chopped his head off. Alright, again, don't give up. Stay at it. Survival mode ain't easy. Believe me, it ain't. It is not easy. Much easier with a ranged weapon, though, because you can hide behind stuff and do a little line of sight. Well, with the melee weapon, you've got to get dog meat out there, or whoever your companion out there is distracting them. But you can't wait, because your companion is going to get downed. So then they're all going to turn on you. So you got to get out there and try to take one or two of them out. And then once you've taken one or two of them out, then you're good to go. So yes, the one person I just realized is is this person here, the trader. The trader is actually who's coming back and forth from over here to over here, but this has 0. That was just a miss thing on my Pip-Boy. All right, so let's go save over here. Oh, I forgot to get all that stuff. Hold on. Got to go back and get that stuff. Run back, get that stuff. Woohoo! Woohoo! Got them raiders. Got them. Now, if I had a Kismet kill box over here, all I had to do is just wait for the kill box, take it out. Maybe I might add one. Might add one just for fun. Now, let's run over here. Really need to make a stove here at some point. So weird early on, because I'm always looking for my stove. I always put these stoves down to do that. Now, again, I'm going to grab everything out of here. Like so. Now I've got right now on me, let's see how much I've got. I got 220, so maybe I can give it to dog meat. Let's try it. Let's try it.
Hey.
Great. Alright, so I'm going to load dog meat up. I like to load them up with the junk. That just makes it easier. Nope, see, it can't carry anymore, so kind of a waste, so I'm just going to walk. I'm just going to walk it, and I'm going to drop it over here now at Abernathy Farm instead of taking it over to Sanctuary, because that's what I do. Of course, maybe Sanctuary would be closer. Let's do Sanctuary because it's going to be closer. Let's walk over there and drop it. Drop it down. Kismet and Dog Meat Comedy Hour. Exactly. Kismet didn't start with 11 deaths before tonight. Yes, 11. Pretty sure your overall total is a short one. Well, my last playthrough had 99 deaths. 99 deaths in the previous new survival mode. Here, I am so far at 14. And you saw me just get a bunch of them right there. Which is super fun. I don't mind dying. Doesn't bother me at all. I don't try to do no deaths playthrough. I think deaths is part of the fun. That you go out there and you just try stuff that's way too hard for you. Like I'm doing right now. Melee mode. They're throwing Molotovs at me. One hit from that Molotov and I'm dead. That's what's tough about survival mode. If you don't like dying, don't play the hardest mode in the game. Because you're going to die. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. You're going to die, and that should be part of the fun, not in exclusion to the fun. There you go. 11 plus 4 is... Oh, did I miss one? You guys got to keep me honest now. How many did I get? That's right. 11 plus 4 is 15. I forgot to change the other thing. Or it didn't update. There. Oh, it didn't update. There it was. Okay. Sorry. That one didn't update to the right number. Updated now. Thank you for keeping me honest there. Appreciate it. Sometimes I'm busy watching the screen. Let's go ahead and sleep for 8 hours. Oh, no. Wait. We want to drop our stuff off first. Let's drop our stuff off. Now, I have this stuff here just for this very reason. So I can just walk just this far into Sanctuary. Drop all this excess stuff off. Let's drop all of that off of there. Eraser. We'll come back and look at all that stuff later. Then drop all this excess stuff off. I don't like carrying all this stuff around with me. It just weighs me down. You'll see me just have like stim packs and then rat away from time to time. You know, 1 or 2, not too many, because again, all this weight adds up, especially early in the game. You're just going to be massively overburdened. So antibiotics, and we're doing Radaway. And I'm just going to put a couple like that. And then the same thing with miscellaneous. Let's go ahead and just clear that for now. We'll go and we'll work on that in a second. We got to do our bobblehead too. Can't use 10mm. Don't use fusion cores. Put all that in there. There we go. Super light build. And then we'll sleep for 8 hours to get our full rest. And good to go. Did you put weight on dog meat as well? Yes, I did. I'm going to go ahead and get his stuff off here in just a second. I try to fill him up as much as I can, but I find I grab so much stuff that it's irrelevant to put it on your companions. You might as well just walk it yourself. And what I like to do is I take everything off my companions like that. Then I turn right back around and I give them their stuff back because it just takes too long. It takes too long, so give him his skull bandana and his goggles. And then just equip. Back again. And back. Nope. Dropping it in there. There we go. Hit R. Drop all that junk in there. I don't think he had anything else other than junk. See, that's why I like to give him just the junk. So that when I take stuff off of dog meat, it's just the junk. And I can just hit T and drop it in. Great use of your companions. And let's go ahead and just save for another hour. Just so that we don't have to do that again. Marcy! Marcy. Oh, and actually we need some food. Let's cook some food while we're at it. Let's cookie some food. We got anything we can cook? Got some mole rat chunks. Look at that, she's getting up in the background. That's so cool. The game like keeps going while you're cooking. Alright. Get out of there. Talk smack and I'll come in and cut your head off. How dare ya. There ya. Okay, so let's go in and let's grab any other food that we made previously. We got baked blowfly. Squirrel bits. What else we got? Grilled radroach, grilled ragstag. One on a stick. Oh, mole rat chunks. We should be able to make more mole rat. Mutton chops. Red root meat. We got a ton of stuff in there. Why can't we craft their stuff? What's the deal? Maybe we're missing some other components. Let's see how our soup is doing. Got tons of carrots. We got 13 carrots, 9 dirty water, and a bunch of potatoes. So we're doing good there. We're making progress. I'm not going to make any right now. Eventually, you'll see me start making that soup when I kind of get both bases squared away. We'll start making that. But first, I try to build up the farming and then go from there. Uh-oh. Come on, dog meat. I hear trouble. Time I'm going to try to use some grenades.
Commonwealth justice for you.
Bad dog. Well, thanks for the loot. Alright. Dog is down. Thought he was hitting dog meat there for a second. Like, how are they hitting dog meat? Alright. Looking for any other mobs? Nope. Looking good. And as you can see, we got the kill boxes already set up. They work fantastical. Fantastical. Dude's stuck in there. How you gonna get out of there, bro? There's no door. You can't come in and out of there. I took his door away. Alright, let's check on our corn. Nobody is doing the corn. What's the deal? Was my corn not ready? Where's my corn? Ah, they're getting the melons going on. So what I do is I put 1 corn down, and then I take that corn, I turn it into 2, and then 2 into 4, 4 into 6, 6 into 12, 12 into 24, etc., etc., etc. They're also doing a whole bunch of melons over there. Now, melons are actually really awesome.
Seems to be growing well.
Watch when you eat melons, what happens right here, though you're going to take some rads from it, is that you get both food and water simultaneously at the same time. So a great way of just kind of running around. You really, really need food
Nice
and water.
jumpsuit. But something tells me your style ain't gonna be catching on.
I hope you realize how much you did for us.
Oh, yeah. All right. Again, if you get hungry, you can also drink or eat those melons. See, there we go. Now I'm properly hydrated. Now, once you're properly hydrated, you don't want to eat anymore because then you're not getting both benefits. You're only getting one benefit, just the food. So I would eat something else that's actually food, like all this other stuff. Now, you don't get the benefit of this food, by the way. Now, notice how this is carry weight. You don't get the benefit of that food until you are properly fed. There we go. Now I'm going to go out. I should be properly fed. There we go. And then I have the rack stack. Now you see it says plus 25 instead of plus 0 right up there in that upper right-hand corner. I've never been to my stream before. Check this out. Boom! That's right, the easy 3D arrow, so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about right here. Now it says plus 25 carry weight instead of plus 0 because I'm fully fed. If you don't fully feed yourself, you don't get the benefit of your food. It's not going to heal you. It's not going to restore that stuff. So make sure that you square that away first before you try to get those benefits going. Okay. And that's looking good. Now let's go ahead and look at our perk chart here. At what point can we get those... let's see. Level 14. So our goal is going to be level 14. So I'm going to go ahead and set some goals here. Mute that for a second. Let's go ahead and set some goals. Now what I do is I set goals for my for myself so I don't forget when I get there. Now local leader at 14. When I'm level 14, I can go ahead and put that in there. Now another one that I was working on was dog meat here. Let's see, that's level 9. 9 dog. Whoa. Get your scroll on there. Was attack dog. And let's see. And I also wanted to get Aqua Boy, which I could probably get. Let's see. It's going to level up, so next one's going to be 9. Let's go ahead and make that. Let's make that lead belly, actually. Let's make that lead belly on the next one. Now, again, as you level that one up, you take even less radiation, and then you take no radiation. By the time you're level 17, you can take no radiation from eating and drinking, so you don't even have to cook food anymore. You can just eat the regular food and water, so you can just use melons all the time if you want, which is a great way of doing that. It basically eliminates that problem of constant food and water. You can just carry a ton of that stuff around or carry soup around, which is very light, any of that stuff. So we'll get to that eventually. I think I'm going to go attack dog first because I would rather work on my deeps. So attack dog. So that's at 9 and 25. So let's go ahead and put as 25. We're going to go ahead and do attack dog again. I want to level those up right when I can. How about over here? The next level I can do that is level 15. So at level 15, I want to go ahead and do big leagues. And what do I want to do for 8? Or I already did 8, so now I'm a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, so what do we want to... We're just basically going to just think out a few more here. We can do Lone Wanderer. That's a good one. Always like doing that one. Maybe that's what we should do. We should go dog meat until he becomes too irritating and then go Lone Wanderer. Also like to do Medic. Let's do Medic at 10. Medic. And let's see what other... Let's see again what level those are. Those are 18. So we'll do that one at 18. Medic. And then, see, I just I look at where the breaks are in the levels. Big leagues at 15. And then at 27. Of the ones I'm trying to target the most. Because I want to have that heavier damage. And I also want strong back. When can I have strong back? I'm going to have that at level 10. So we're going to do that at level 10. And push medic to 11. And you know, you can pre-think this out, or you don't have to. You can just willy-nilly it if you want. But right about here, I try to think it out a little bit further, so that you know I'm not getting my skills at the wrong time. I'm trying to optimize when I'm getting my skills. Now this is Party Boy. Companion takes more damage and doesn't hurt you. That'd be good. I also want to get Grim Reaper here. Save a critical hit. Criticals do 50% more damage. That's always good. I like me Mysterious Stranger. Enemies will sometimes explode. Scrounger, don't need it. Fortune Finder, don't need it. Yeah, so higher criticals. This one here, chance of refilling your critical meter, which I really like. Especially you have these two or these three going on where you're saving your criticals and then you're refilling them all the time. That is pretty awesome. Eventually, of course, I'll work my way down here to Pain Train. So when wearing, you can sprint into enemies, hurts and staggers them, and then you can knock them out. Of course, it doesn't work against oversized enemies. Also, eventually, I'll get Caps Collector here for doing that as well. Let's see. Let's do Caps Collector around level 12. Let's do Caps Collector 12 and 13. Now again, I just kind of get an idea here, and I might change my mind by the time that comes along. But let's do a little bit of pre-thought. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Catch up on chat a little bit here. Kismet is Michael Scott. I don't know who that is. Kismet, you have a 10mm gun, but no ammo. That's right, the dark one. I put it in the thing. Kismet, can you please play the music? Yeah, when I get a chance. Yes, MS. Kismet, Diamond City Radio. No thanks. Kismet, did you ever fill the whole chart? No, I did not. Mac Vapor. That might be one of the goals of this playthrough. We never know. Try to fill the whole chart. I only get to about level 90. I got to level 91 in my first playthrough. I played about 500 hours in normal mode. And then I started all over again. And I said, you know what? It's getting too easy. I didn't even finish the game. I'm like, go to survival mode. So I went to survival mode, playthrough there, about 440 hours in the old survival mode. Got to level 94. Said, still a bit easy, but I go ahead and finish it on the railroad line. And so I did. And then I said, the new survival mode coming out. Let's try that. So then I started all over again for the third time. And then played through there, and that is super fun, by the way. I love the new survival mode. It is much more challenging. You die a lot, but that's okay. And what it is you can't quick travel. You have to sleep in the beds to save. You have to watch your conditions all the time, or those will kill you. If you get too overburdened, you will die from that because you'll just start taking damage. You'll break your legs and so on and so forth. So it adds all these other challenges on top of it, which really changes the whole way you play, which is super fun to me. I enjoy it. If you don't like dying a lot, then you probably shouldn't play the new survival mode. But you will get past the point where you don't die as much. Of course, you'll start getting armor. You'll start getting stuff. Of course, if you're playing melee, you're going to die an extra amount because you can't just snipe them from really far away. Like those two guys that were there, I could have just hid behind there and went snipe, and got them with the Overseer's Guardian, and they would have been gone. Just that easy. But with melee, you gotta put your person out there, and then you gotta run in there. You gotta take them out. Which is the way it goes. The way it goes. Okay, so we were going to build a farm here. That's what we're going to do. So let's get a nice big farm going. And we do need to run down to the drive-in. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of building here, and then we're going to run to the drive-in. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start some carrots over here. And I'm going to put them kind of in the middle. 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to kind of double them up here. Not too perfect, but close. But close. I'm going to keep that other one. And then corn here, I'm going to do them in rows of 6. Now, the reason why I do everything in rows of 6 is because it's easy to find out if you have just enough for each person. So each person can do basically 12 of every other type of food, except for mute fruit. Mute fruit, they do 6. So if you're just trying to feed them, just put mute fruit down, right? And then you have one person per 6 mute fruit, and they can provide, one person can provide enough for themselves and 5 other people, right? So you don't really need everybody on farming. That's one of the mistakes I did very early on. I thought everybody had to farm their own food, but it's not true. Only one person can farm enough for 6 people, of course, counting themselves. So really, you only need like 4 people on farming. And if you have 20 plus people or 10 plus people or 15 plus people, you don't need 15 people on farming. They should all be doing something else, including scavenging here to collect.
You better get on back to Diamond City before long.
I'll get around to it.
So
You
Lucy's
always
on
say
that.
I'll get around to it. What are you waiting for exactly?
For you to quit nagging me about it, that's what.
All right, so I need him to be more on carrots and corns than to be scavenging right now. So I'm going to put him on that. She's on melons. She's on melons. So we're going to put him on this. There he goes. Now he's going to go ahead and take over all that corn and a little bit of this. Or he's taking out the carrot and a little bit of corn. There we go. Now corn, I find, is the thing that early on that I like to start very, very early. Otherwise, it takes a long time to get going. So we'll get that going, and eventually you'll see me pull up all those melons, and it'll just be carrots and corn. And that is because, we'll go over here to the cooking station. Excuse me, dog meat. That is because in here, again, I want to make this soup right down here, this vegetable soup. Cancel. And I need carrots, and I need potatoes. Right? Now, dirty water is actually easy to come by. You know how come it's easy? Because you're not using your bottles for purified water. You're using your bottles only for dirty water so you can make that food so you can get an incredibly great start. So another great Kismet tip for you. Don't waste those bottles. They're like worth more than gold at the very beginning of the game. Later on, you have like a million of them. Plus, you have a million caps. So I'll show you how to make a lot of money. 110,000 or 117,000 bottle caps every few days in games with no cheating, no third-party mods, no glitching or console commands, any of that stuff. You can play totally legit without having to resort to cheating. All right, we'll let that go. Let's go ahead and run down. Oh, we forgot to save. Let's run down and save because we did a bunch of stuff there. So we'll save, and then we'll head over and talk to my peeps at the drive-in. See if we've got any more peeps over there. All right. Fix Marcy some breakfast. She can fix me some breakfast. That's the least she could do. That's the least she could do for me. Okay, and I got a quest way out there. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to go ahead and just mark this so I know in which direction I'm going. And then I'm off and running. Now, I run away from town because town respawns with stuff. So you'll see me run kind of off path all the time. I'm not a big path person anyway. I don't like to be on path. I like to go offside the path and do all sorts of crazy stuff. That's just me. Oh, advanced.
No way I could pick this.
I didn't think so. I didn't think so. Let's keep going. We're going to run down here to the drive-in. See how many caps we have. How much caps we got right now? Can we stop by and get some stuff? Oh yeah, we got plenty of caps. So we're going to run over here to the Venda. On the way back. First we'll run down here and send some peeps. You can see I've been here because there's cars on fire. Whenever you're seeing cars on fire, that means I've been there. Now, while we're at it, by the way, if we wanted to, we can go ahead, and I'll come back to the diner on the way back. We can go ahead and pick up this cone and run it with us. Pick it up. We're going to run it all the way to our base. Kind of carry it in front of you like this, or you can carry it in third-person mode. I like running in third-person mode. Just one of my things. I like it sort of running. Watch out for mobs over there. Now you're like, Kismet, why are you carrying that cone around? I know that's what you're thinking. Some of you are like, I know exactly why he's doing that because he's told us that before. But, in case you didn't know, bloop, Drop it down in your actual settlement. And scrap it. And there you go. We got some extra resources. Just like that. You can also do the same thing with tires. Now I'm going to go ahead and get all my peeps here. Where did I put my bell? Apparently I haven't put a bell here. Let's see if we have enough to make a bell. I've sworn I put a bell here. Need a bunch of wood and a bunch of steel. Don't got it. Well, we just have to find them. How many people we got here? We've got 3. So this guy right here, I'm going to go ahead and tell him to move to Abernathy Farm. Boom. It looks like I can send some more people to Sanctuary as well. This person. Move. And to Sanctuary. There we go. So 2 people going to Sanctuary there. Now there's a 3rd person somewhere. And I don't know where they are. Now I moved all the resources away from here, so that's why I don't have any steel or wood. And there should be a 3rd person somewhere. Somewhere. And eventually I'll, of course, connect this. Oh, I hear something. Coffee cup. Eventually, of course, I'll connect this to the rest of my supply lines so that I could utilize it. Maybe I'll just do that now. I'll just do it now. Let's just do it now. Let's go ahead and change this. Let's go make this guy a supply line. And we're going to make him a supply line to... No, not Sin Settler. Supply line. Oh, okay. So it doesn't want a supply line here. So let's go ahead and supply line to Red Rocket Truck Stop. Oh, wait. I got a better idea. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and move this guy to Red Rocket so it doesn't take away a person from here. So we're going to move this guy to Red Rocket and then use him as a supply line from Red Rocket to here. And we're going to run back over that way. Let's go. Now again, why would I want to do that? Why not just send him from here on the supply line? And that's because I don't want to use one of the settlers from here to be part of the supply line because I don't have max charisma. So every one of those settlers that show up, so eventually it's going to be like 10, 16 people there. I can have more people show up and then send more later on, if you're following along with that. If that makes sense to you. So I don't want to waste one of the people there as being a supplier. I might as well waste the people at Red Rocket, then waste the people at the drive-in, because more people show up at the drive-in than in Red Rocket. It basically recruits people faster.
I can rest easy knowing that Wolfgang is rotten in hell. Thank you. Do you need anything?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what you got.
It's all worth every cap I'm charging.
I bet it is. Okay, so we're going to go in here. We're going to look for anything that has a little magnifying glass there. We got some crystal there. We've got some copper. We're going to just load up and see how much it's going to cost us here. I've got 681. Microscope. Oh, desk fans are always awesome. Telephones are awesome. Typewriters. Now, at the beginning of the game, I will buy stuff from the vendor. You'll see me spend all my money and then get more money. Spend all my money, get all my money. So there's no reason to hold on to those bottle caps. Those bottle caps aren't doing you any good if you're not using them to buy stuff. So that's what I do. I just use them up, and I get some more, use them up. And you'll see me keep my bottle caps, usually about 200 back and forth there. So I can have the resources. I would rather have the resources than the stuff or the bottle caps. So there we go. Got that done, and heading back to Red Rocket. Change my thing over to there. Let's do it. Let's do it. And I'm a big fan of running. You'll see me try to run as much as possible. Wait for my action points to go back up. And we'll just keep running. Now, eventually I will also get Action Boy, which is one of my favorite perks. Kind of thinking I should have got it right here at the beginning of the game, but... well. Oh, well, Insky. Oh, I want to blow up all these cars here, too. Blow up these cars. I got to get my ammo back, too, that I dumped in there. Do that eventually. Again, if you hit X, it does do an auto run. So I'm actually not even pressing the button right now. I'm just auto running. And then I kind of steer them around stuff. Again, I like to go kind of off edge here. something does start to go down, I can dodge behind these rocks and whatnot. Use it for cover. I don't want to be stuck out in the open doing all that. Now, we got to go back over there and loot all of that. And we will do that here in just a minute. Try to carry it all back. I'll show you how I super loot stuff. Let's get up here. This actually all the way back to the sanctuary. All the way back to sanctuary. While we're running back to sanctuary, hopefully that dude shows up. He's walking his way over here right now. I can also just sleep for an hour or sit in a chair for an hour, and then he will show up as well. Now again, the way to tell if stuff is reset, especially right here, is you'll see that crowbar show up again right there. That means it's reset. Now it won't reset for a really long time in the new survival mode. It's not like you can just keep looting the same thing over and over again. The resources, especially aluminum, is very, very much more rare because you can't loot it as often in the game, in the new survival mode. Okay, so we've got that going on. And I need my 10mm round back. And we're going to go ahead and drop miscellaneous stuff in there. Don't need the 38 round. Let's see, got all that good stuff. Herb flower, don't need it. Melon, don't need it. Thistle. Always a fun thing to say. Thistle. Alright. And again, we're just kind of a whole back and forth thing. We're sending people in various directions. I slept for an hour to save, which is then going to make, hopefully, that guy show up at Red Rocket. I'll then set up the connection between Red Rocket and the drive-in. And then I will also set up the connection between Red Rocket and Abernathy Farm. Now, this time I did a little bit different. Normally, of course, like most people, I will set up a connection between Sanctuary and Red Rocket, right? But this time I went from Abernathy Farm to Sanctuary, so that there's a supply line there, like that. And then I'm about to set up a supply line this way. And then I'll use Red Rocket also to set up a supply line that way, right? So Red Rocket will be kind of 2 points where Abernathy Farm will just be 1 between these two, because I do that very early on so I can use the resources between 2 of them. And I try different ways each time. I don't try to do it the same exact way every time. I don't need to do that because I like to try different things. Alright, hit that bell. See if that dude shows up. He's registered as here. Okay. Go ahead and make a chair. See if I have enough resources. Now I gotta tie in the resources first. Gotta tie in the resources. So let's just go sleep over here for another hour and see if he shows up. Not yet. Best thing to do is ring that bell first, by the way, before you sit in the chair for an hour or before you sleep in the bed for an hour. This way they'll end up by the bell. And that's what you want, if they're close enough to hear it. Still not around. I'm just going to move this. Just going to move the bed over here. I'm going to move the bell, but I think I just moved the bed. There he is. Alright. Now we got 2 people here. Cool. Cool. Well, this guy's going to be supply line to the drive-in. Now all the resources are available there. And this guy, luckily I just got a second one. And send this guy to Abernathy Farm. There we go. Now we just set up a double supply line. Now when we go into map, we hit C. Boom! All of our stuff is now connected. Now our resources are available at all 4 of those. Just like that. Just like that. And again, I'm using 2 people from Red Rocket because that's okay, because I'm not really going to make that into a settlement. And the same thing over here with the drive-in. Eventually, as I connect them out, I will use the drive-in as kind of my central place to put my provisioners. Alright, so we got those guys going. Have fun, bros. Have fun, and I'll gear those guys up eventually with a whole bunch of sweet stuff. And we've got all that going. We've moved our people over from there. And we're good. We're good with that. Devon hanging out. What's up? Kismet, are resources infinite?
Let's do this.
Not really. Whoop! Look out. Get some cover. Get some cover.
Heads up.
I'm gonna be sick.
More free loot. Thanks, bro. Okay. Now, I don't need to hold anything here at Red Rocket since I'm not really going to build anything here and I can use the resources from everywhere. So I'm going to grab anything that I dropped in there and run it over here to Sanctuary. Now, the reason why I'm running most of my stuff to Sanctuary, not that you have to move your junk at any point, but you have to move the food and all that other stuff, so wherever the food is, that's where it's going to allow you to cook and do all of that. So that's why I move it from place to place. Place to place, as you can see. Having lots of fun. I like me some mealies. Mealy fun. We've had 4 deaths tonight. We were trying some tough stuff. Again, we'll keep going there. And put all that in there. Don't need to carry that around with me. Go ahead and work on our bobbleheads. Alright, so let's go back to Sanctuary here. We have not done Preston's quest or anything like that. As you can see, we've got a little bit of building going on here. We've done some guard towers, or guard stations, just to give us some extra defense. We've got a really, look at this, I'm only level 6 and I've already got this massive garden going out here, where they're just bringing in the food like crazy. Now my buddy, my pal, is going to show up right here by this locker at some point. Which I used to have full of stuff, but it is not full of anything right now because I sold it. And we're going to go ahead and take some of the stuff out of here. We're going to take the weapons out. We're going to take all the apparel out. And take all this stuff out. So we're going to kind of clear. Oh, here's an idea. What we're going to do is we're going to take it all out. Then we're just going to turn right around. We're going to go back to the workshop. We're going to hit T to drop all the other stuff in there. And what I'm going to do is right in here is I'm going to create what I call like the miscellaneous dump spot. Right? I'm going to go ahead and just put a miscellaneous container here so that I don't have to constantly be dealing with all this miscellaneous stuff because it just like builds up. You guys know what happens. You guys know. It just builds up into this big thing. I like using these kind of... What are you doing, dog meat? You're so silly. All right. I just kind of put it off to the side. And I go in here and everything under miscellaneous, other than my bobby pins, of course, I then just dump in there. So I just don't have to deal with it, right? So there we go. Now it's out of the way. I don't have to deal with it. I probably won't even deal... like, I get those overdue books. I'll get stuff like coins and all that stuff, and I just never use them. I'll try to use them in this playthrough. So there we go. We dumped all the miscellaneous stuff off over that way. Now, all the other stuff that I have on me, which I'm overburdened right now. As you see, I'm walking slow. If I'm overburdened too long, I'm going to take damage. But I'm going to walk it out here where Trash Can Carla usually is. Do a little bit of walking. Go to the glowing sea. Oh, backseat driving, ESMS. Backseat gaming, bro. No backseat gaming. Doesn't matter whose stream you in. Should be backseat gaming, telling people where to go, what to do. Dee. Alright, now there's some stuff I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell that. Don't want to sell that skull bandana. I think that mining helmet I'm going to keep. The army helmet I'm going to keep. Just about got rid of that stuff. Now that stuff I'm going to sell for the monies. And let's see what else I'm going to sell. Alright, we're going to sell... We're just going to sell all this. Oop, not carrot. Not carrot. Keep the corn. Dirty water, keep it. Glowing fungus. Gourd. I'm just going to sell that stuff. Now we're trying to build up some money. That we'll keep. Orange mentats, which is going to give us higher bats accuracy. We'll get rid of pork and beans. Potted meat, purified water. We're definitely going to sell that. Radaway. We'll sell all of those except for a couple. Razor green. Let's keep that. Salisbury steak. And potatoes, we'll sell those. Maybe I like Kismet. Why are you selling potatoes, bro? Why are you selling those potatoes? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm trying to build up lots of money so I can buy lots of resources to build up my settlement very early on. The more I build up my settlement, the more purified water I can produce, the more money that I'm going to be making. So really in the beginning here, I'm building up a powerhouse of income. So that I don't have to go and make a massive amount of income. My settlers are going to do it for me like they're a business. Think of your settlements like a business, right? You want the business to be making you money while you're off just goofing off doing your own thing, right? Doing questing or whatever. They're at home making that purified water, getting it purified. They're at home making all that food. And then you're styling. Because you come back, you take all that food and water and you sell it to the vendor and boom, you got tons of caps just like that. That's pretty much the gist of it. Now, it's important to, of course, put all your people in one spot very early on, especially in the new survival mode. I stack them all up at Sanctuary. Stack them all up at Sanctuary, and then you'll see me start to stack them at Abernathy Farm as I get more and more. Eventually, I'll get that person from Starlight Drive-In and send them over there. And more people show up at Red Rocket. I'll send them over there, and so on. And then Abernathy Farm itself is going to get its own, because I'm going to go over there and put a beacon over there as well. What do you got over there, buddy? What'd you find? You found an umbrella stand. Good job. Good job, buddy. My little puppy watching my back. All right. Anything else I'm forgetting? Okay, now I've got all that stuff. And now the next thing I'm going to do is start what I call saving for the future, right? So I've got that one. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a blue one down. And again, you can use any container you want. I'm just kind of randomly choosing these. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a blue one down, and then this one's going to be like my stuff I save. See, I know I'm eventually going to use the mining helmet and the arming helmet. Skull bandana, jumpsuit. I'm going to give that somebody. Wedding ring, I just keep that purely for stuff. I might give them goggles. Actually, let's take the wedding ring out, and let's put it more in the long-term storage here, the miscellaneous. And we'll go ahead and put that wedding ring in there so we never have to mess with it again. Thank you so much, CS2, for... Uh-oh. Hold on. Didn't want to sneeze in you guys' ears. Thanks so much, CS2, for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome. Welcome. Let's show them lots of love in the chat, everybody. So I'm going to put that wedding ring in the file cabinet, because the file cabinet, I'm rarely ever going to get this miscellaneous stuff out of there. Now we have one more thing to do. So we can offload this stuff, and that is under miscellaneous, and that is this bobblehead station, so I don't have to carry these bobbleheads around wherever I go. So go ahead, go in there, and miscellaneous, put my bobblehead in there, boom, and there he is. And then let's put this miscellaneous thing back in there again, and good there. Okay, looking good. Now all this other stuff, like other ammo and fusion cores and all of that stuff, let's take a look at those. Okay, so under ammo, I'm not going to use 38. Fusion cores at 41%. Those are all good. I would not get rid of those. Shotgun shells, going to sell it. 10 millimeter, going to keep that. What else we got? Anything else? Nope, I think all the rest of that we're going to keep. And you can see I've got a couple suits of power armor going there so far. And we're just going to keep on rocking it. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff... Probably put this stuff under save, so I don't have to constantly be worried about it all the time. Now, one of the things important to note in the new survival mode or in the updated game is that they will go in and grab stuff out of your thing here and use that. Like we can go ahead and put a lock chest. Let's go ahead and do another container here, and we'll go ahead and make a vault. A little floor vault here, a little floor safe. Let's go ahead and put it in the floor safe and see if they get into that. Oh, and there's a level up just from putting this stuff down. And so we'll put, because we don't want them grabbing our fusion cores and taking off with our power armor. We'll put that in there. Like that. Stop banging on that house. It's never going to be fixed. That would be funny if they added that to the game, where all of a sudden, if you let them do that long enough, all of a sudden it's like fixed. Like a surprise. Surprise, everybody! Oh, there was a... stuff there. Okay. Now we are running lean and mean. Looking good. Hello, I'm back, said the Amazing Vault Boy. Welcome back. Someone just hosted you for 23 and didn't see who it was. Can you check it? Yes, I can. Let me go back and see who hosted me. Sorry if I missed your host. I appreciate that host big time. Does not say. Huh. Probably why it didn't pop up. It's broken. It's mo busted. Just scroll up and chat. Anarchy Anna! Oh, it was auto-hosted. Oh, man, I'm sorry I missed that. Sorry I missed that. That was back there. Thank you to all the people from Anarchy Anna who came in. And during that host. Appreciate everybody hanging out in the stream. If you don't know who I am, my name is Kismet. I'm a variety streamer. I do stream a lot of various games. Probably most known for this game, Fallout 4, which I have over 1,500 hours in the game. I am what I like to call an awesome settlement overseer. That's why I'm behind my overseer's desk. It would be like my 3D desk that I made. And as you can see here, I'm just starting off on playthrough number 4. After 1,500 hours, I've only played this playthrough for about 10 hours. But I'm showing you all my best tips to get started. Now, again, if you missed any of my streams, you can check them out on my YouTube channel in full 1080 HD, which is even better than what you're watching right now. And in full, high quality, they're about 100 gigs to upload. But, of course, they'll be compressed for you guys. You'll be able to watch them, no problem. No problem. Okay, so as you can see, we've got a massive thing going here. Now, eventually, I will replace all of this with mute fruit. But I've got to find my buddy. I got to find my buddy and my pal. I should have looked at back there. I should have looked for mute fruit. That's what I should have done. So let's go ahead and build our chair here, which I thought I had a chair here. Where did I move my chair to? I think I moved it over here where I moved the bell. Let's go look. Right over here. Yes, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this chair. Now, I move this chair around based on what I need. Because what it allows me to do is just kind of wait for vendors or wait for people to show up and end up where I need them to go. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here. I'm going to do two things at once. Put that there. And I'm going to grab my bell back. Now I like to have my bell in a nice open area so there's not other stuff interfering with what I'm doing. So if I'm trying to check and see that everybody has a job, I want it to be in a nice open area like this. And then I can just simply run up there, hit the bell. Now everybody's going to start walking toward it. While they're walking toward it, I'm going to go ahead and hit T. And watch this. It's like magic. They're all right there. Just like that. Super fast way to get everybody together. And then also I would ring the bell right away again. Now you can check all your people because they added the settler menu. If you have not played in a while, they have added the settler menu where you can roll over everybody and make sure they all have a job. If it's green, they're doing something. If it's red, they're doing nothing. Dog meat doing nothing right now. Yeah, I think we got the bulk of everybody. Here, Cogsworth. Cogsworth's still doing nothing. Bro. What's your deal, bro? Brah. Let's see if we can find any of this food not being worked on. We can once again get Cogsworth over here. Now to further his storyline a little bit, get him going. Oh, there's one. Alright, so I did assign him there. Now it says he's assigned, but we'll see how long he stays assigned. Let's see how long it is. And there we go. So now we have to make sure that everybody is assigned. Thank you so much, Dick Van Dyke Brown, for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome. Welcome. Kismet, someone knows you. Yes. I will make sure to thank that person for that awesome auto host, oh, wow, I can't even say it now. I said it earlier properly. So big thanks to Anna. There we go. I'll just say it that way. Big thanks to Anna for that host. Appreciate it. Have you ever rebuild the castle wall? Yes, many times, Nurek. Many times. I kind of minimal rebuild the castle because one of the things I really am bummed about the castle is they really don't give you enough building room. They should let you build way bigger than they do, much like Spectacle Island. You can build a massive amount of stuff. At the castle, you can't. At the castle, you're really limited. Of course, you can use mods to extend that or whatever, but I typically don't play with mods. But I do add them later on. Now, if you would like to see actually the castle in action, where I first discovered the Kismet kill box, at least the 2.0 version, you can check that out here. Boom! At that link right there, and it shows you exactly how to be an awesome settlement overseer. Now, I make videos how I like to watch videos. When I go into a video, I want it to be short and to the point, and not make me look all over the screen. Now, if I'm trying to tell you something, like right now, I have a condition going that is helping me, a food condition going that's helping me. Now, if you've never played the game before, you have no idea what I'm talking about, right? So you're going to have to look all over the screen. But if I do this, and then I say, look, I've got a condition going right here, this food condition that is helping me, that just saved you a lot of time, and it makes it easier for you to see. I do the same thing in my videos. I will point things directly out. I will circle them or point them out with my red arrow, so you guys just can get the information as quick as possible and say, oh, wow, that's an awesome tip, and then apply it to your game as well. So enjoy those videos. If you only watch one video, I watch that Kismet kill box. It will transform the way you do your settlements. All right, so enjoy that a lot. Whoop, there we go. So again, that's how I go above and beyond as a streamer and as a YouTuber. I hope you enjoy that. I hope it does make it easier for you to watch and learn those great tips. There we go. Look at everybody getting those Kiz caps, rocking those Kiz caps up in there. Why are Twitch shooters so popular? Oh, that is a great question. Because people love to watch a shooter. Because, you know, at some point there's going to be an epic fail. Like me earlier, I got chomped by a bunch of mole rats. As well as got chomped up by... some raiders were taking me out. All right, we're looking for Trash Can Carla. She's still not here. Okay, now Trash Can Carla is eventually going to show up right here. Now we're just going to keep sitting in the chair here until she shows up. So I'm just going to go whoop. Doesn't crash. There we go. And again. Whoop. Wow, going really slow. Oh, I could feel that coming. Couldn't you guys feel that coming from that? Looks like we're going to be doing some stuff again. Just sense it was going to crash. It's going to sense it was going to go. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, where's my song? Where's my thing? Fail fish. Now we have to sit here and wait for it to sync itself back to Steam, and then we can try it again. So I hope you're all having a great night tonight. Yeah, Cogsworth does work. You have to kind of further his storyline, and then eventually he will. Or you can take him as a companion and then put him back. I have had him on stuff before, especially food. They don't work really well on the vendors, even though they said they fixed that. They didn't. They totally didn't fix that vendor thing. They totally didn't fix it. What drivers do you use? All the standard ones. All the standard ones that go to my drivers. Boom. Let's do this. Now, see, the funny thing is I would never crash early on in the game. Once I added a lot of the DLC, then I crash more often, I find. I crash much more often than before. Let's jump in there. Take that backdrop out. So yeah, I don't know. Since the DLCs have been out, they've added a bit of a further issue, and I crash much more often when I have those turned on. Probably if I turned them all off, I bet it would run without crashing, which I don't really need them early in the game most of the time. All right, we're way back over here at Red Rocket. Let's go back. Do it again. I was just thinking about saving, too, right when that crashed. That's always the way it goes. Always the way it goes. But now we already know what we need to do now, which is really cool. So you just run over there. We're going to take Cogsworth. We're going to put him on the food.
Hey, On him.
Go get him, boy. Oh, he's gonna be useless.
Think I'm scared? Huh?
Ha ha ha! Dog meat's on him.
Ain't personal. It's you or me.
Don't hit my doggy! Bad monkey. Give me your loot before you float away.
Check it out.
Look at dog meat. He's floating away. Where you going, buddy? Come on. I don't think I've ever seen him do that before. That's funny. Look at the other dudes just floating away there. Come on. Quit playing in the water, dog meat. We ain't got all day. We're getting radiated. Getting radiated up in here. Thanks for the backup, everybody.
You eat. It's simple as that.
That's right.
If we had a good supply of clean water, things would be pretty good.
What these raiders don't understand is that life's hard enough without people turning on each other.
That's true, Preston. All right, let's go over here again. Get this going on. Let's find... oh, we got to move our stuff back over.
Then,
I'm going to do this the faster way, which is always the second time is always the faster way. Watch this. I'm going to go ahead and put that bell in the workshop, store that seat in the workshop. I'm going to run back over.
Biggest town
Going to work on that corn and all that other stuff here in a minute. And then let's go back in. Oh. There's Trash Can Carla's thing. And I'm going to put it down. Notice the 1 right over there. That 1 means that it's already been made before, and it doesn't cost me any resources. And hopefully I can remember which chair that was. It's the rounded one. Yep. Right here. Trash can's going the other way. It's going the opposite way. All right, so we got that set up. Let's go ahead and ring that bell. Let's go in here and save so we don't have to do all that again, just in case it crashes again. There we go. Boom, notice everybody showing up here.
I hope you ain't one of them synths here to spy on me.
Oh yeah, that's me. Me and my buddy. Me and my other buddy is a synth. Let's see, we want to command. Oops, missed him. Come on. Man. Guess I got him. I don't know. My highlight thing is acting funny. And we know to run him directly over here. And get him on that razor grain. Yeah, my highlight thing's messed up. Something screwed up there. Ring that bell again. Try that again. Yep. Alrighty, well, my highlight thing's messed up. Let's go ahead and just sit for an hour.
What's going on?
Need
starting to look
something?
like a proper home, thanks to you.
I know, I'm a little
It's a
offensive.
sight to see
I've got
you
nothing else I
feel
need
real
right
good
now.
for these people.
I think Preston may want to chat, though.
There we go. Now notice how I just sat for about an hour and that kind of snapped that out of that. I find that works pretty good if you're having that kind of technical problem. Usually. Nope. I'm getting that. See how the highlight goes away. That's what you don't want to happen. That worked before, not working now. Technical glitches. Oh well. Oh well, ski. Yo, bro, get out of my chair.
I'd like to trade some items.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and grab what he's got. Let him do the pipe pistol. Now, I can command him out of that chair, by the way. And grab him. Tell him to go over there. Again, what I want to do is just sit in this chair until Trash Can Carlos shows up. Go ahead and hit T. Wait for an hour. Another hour. Try to see if we can find Trash Can Carla. Synth dog, exactly. Nobody expects dog meat. Getting spooky. It's getting spooky. She should show up at 12 a.m. Nope. Oh, wait, there she was. 1 a.m. There she is. All right, so we're waiting for Trash Can Carla so that we can go to the locker. Oh, I didn't redo the locker thing. That's okay. We'll just redo it again. I probably didn't have all my stuff. Gotta do all that again. That's okay. We'll just pull everything out. We'll say okay. We'll go back here. We'll hit T to drop everything back in. We'll go to Trash Can Carla over here. Now, normally, what you saw earlier, I would put it in that chest there for her, and then we'll have to remake the miscellaneous and all that other stuff.
Hey, Carla.
You again. Here to trade?
Let's see what you got.
Can I trade some of these people banging on the wall just for somebody else? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to move them over to Abernathy Farm, I think. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move them to Abernathy Farm so I don't have to hear them banging on that house. Let's see if we can do that very early in the game. But first thing we want to look for is the mute fruit. Oh, and there it is. Awesome. Mute fruit. Let's go ahead and trade her all this extra junk that we have. Fragment mines, knuckles. Let's keep the cocktails. Get rid of all of that. Keep that. Keep all of that. Probably don't need that many welding goggles. Let's just get rid of those. And blood leaf, fungus. Oh, not my corn. Not my corn. Give my corn back. Now, again, early on, I don't save all this stuff. I'm going to get tons of this stuff as I go along. I don't save it. I need cash more than I need all this. And I need cash so I can get resources. So I need resources more than anything else. Sell those melons. Mentats. I keep all the food stuff though. That I will need. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell that. Potted meat, purified water for sure. She owes me 744 so far. Radex. Don't need it. Don't need all those radaways. I rarely use radaways because they require a lot of water. So you'll see me use those very sparingly. Sell all those potatoes. 234 caps there. Thistle, vodka, and wild mute fruit. All right, looks like we got everything there. Not miscellaneous. Ammo. We'll go ahead and sell this 38 ammo. And shotgun shells. And we're done. All right, so she owes me 1,277 caps. That was 1,200 caps right there in that stuff we just had. Now, especially your ammo. Like right now, if you have 10,000 ammo, that's 10,000 bottle caps that you have that you could be using to buy yourself better stuff. So definitely be utilizing that. Boom. Kismet, I'll be on 7 days later. I'm too tired, so off to sleep. We'll finish farm later and get on and see started. All right, sounds good, Dark Angel. Sounds good, buddy. Go and find to make the antibiotics at the chemistry station, Kismet. Yes, the making the antibiotics in this game, I find is a waste of time. It takes too much resources and it's not worth it. I just rather buy them from the vendor because that's or find them because it's just too high of a resource to have to go and find those antibiotics. They're very hard to get enough resources to make them. So I just would rather go and run over to the doctor and pay the doctor to take it off of there, because in the long run, it just takes so much time that it's not valuable enough of your time to make those antibiotics. Unless you want to. Unless you love crafting, go for it. But for me, it's just too much time. It's just a waste of time to do it. Which is too bad. Too bad that they put too high. Also, the rockets, which I'll never use, is because they're too heavy. So those things were not balanced, I think, to make them effective. I think they're set too high. But then again, there we go. I mean, each person plays a different way. That is my suggestion, that your antibiotics takes too long. Okay, so she owes me 1,200. So let's see what we can buy with our 1,200 caps. Maybe even get her caps too, if we need to. So let's see. Let's get some bobby pins. I'm sure I'm going to need those later. And what else we got? We got alarm clocks. We got a whole bunch of stuff in here. We got a bunch of shipments here that we could probably buy, but I don't really have a good trade ratio right now. So I don't really want to spend a massive amount of money because I won't get the good trade rate, but I want to get the stuff I need first. Let's get this stuff that we absolutely need. You know we're going to need all of this. We need lots of circuitry and crystal early on, as well as gears. We're going to need those as well. So there we go. So we got the stuff that we need. Now, still 891. Now, I can get some bottles from her. I can get alarm clocks, which is going to give me aluminum and nuclear material, which is always a great one. Or I can just buy everything. Like that. Oops. I didn't want to do that. Now, look how quickly, when you buy those shipments, that it goes past where you wanted to do, right? So watch out when you're buying there, because what it does is when you're at the bottom, it'll go up instead of down, which is what you expect it to do. And then before you know it, you bought yourself a massive amount of stuff. There we go. I bought all that stuff. She still owes me 137 caps, which I like. I like that. I like that. Now, is there anything else in here that we need? There's a fusion core in here. There's nothing else that we need right now. Might use that flare gun more often, too. Bring my peeps to help me out. Bring my peeps to help me out. I can't buy any weapons. We got any better melee weapons in here? Let's see. Nope. The board. 31. Not really. Not really. All right. Any good armor we could use other than what we have here? We got army fatigues. Those are good later on. What else we got? I think I will buy those army fatigues right now. Put those away. All right, there we go. Boom, massive amount of resources, maximum return in your stuff. So I'm going to walk back over here and put all those resources in here. And again, that's going to allow me to build some more cool things, which we're going to do here in a second. Now let's go ahead and just do this other stuff real quick, since I've already explained this before it crashed Ola. And let's do that. Over here. And this over here. Leveled up again. Ore container. So I'm kind of setting up my base right here. This is kind of like my base. Again, this will just be miscellaneous. I'm going to speed up a little bit, as you guys can see. Like that. Get out of there. We'll go over here. We'll transfer that bobblehead in there. Get out of there. Go over here and we'll put our stuff we want to save in there. Like our army fatigues, our helmets, mining helmets, skull bandana, jumpsuits, wedding ring. Yeah, I want to take the wedding ring out of there. Put that over here because I'm not going to really use that. And that stuff we're going to keep. These are fusion cores. Those are going to go in here. Like that. And save. So we don't have to do all that again just in case it crashes. Just in case it crashes. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and go to my level up. Now, the next level up I said I was going to do was attack dog. We're going to do more attack. Or can we do this one first? No, we're not level 15 yet. Let's go and do level... No, we're right at the level. We can do this. There's a chance he'll cripple the limb he's biting. So let's go and do that. Now, again, I've really never used this dog meat perk here. The next one, chance he'll cause him to bleed at 25. Attack dog. And then the next one's at 31. So let's go ahead and... at 31. Attack dog. Now I try to fill those in as I go along. Which ones I want to eventually do. Again, we're trying out dog meat here. Usually I have him. I'm working on my companions all the time, so I get those perks. Okay. Oh, and we need to sleep longer so that we get that well rested. Let's go back. Now again, if you've already slept for 1 hour, you can just do 7 hours, and then you will still get the well rested because it remembers. Kiss for partner, says Wreckme, best followed streamer on the planet. Oh, thank you, Wreckme. I hope one day you can just put best streamer on the planet. I hope. I work at it every day. Will it be 7 days tonight? Absolutely, Skycrafter, at 3 o'clock in about another hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to do a bit of a bonus stream. We're going to do a bit of a bonus stream, and we'll do some 7 days to die during that time. So thanks for hanging out. Great question, by the way. Appreciate that question. Would only make antibiotics if there was a wasteland survival guide which allows me to get extra plant flower picking. Yeah. It's just so annoying to do it. It's so annoying to do that. I tried it in my other playthrough, my previous playthrough. It's just too much time and effort. So I don't do it anymore. I was like, bah. Bah. Too much time and effort. Okay, so we got Trash Can Carla, and we sold that. What's this here on the ground? Cigar box. Cool. Cool. Got that in the thing. It is about streaming that makes me sneeze. Nether Sharks PS4 mods! Yay! Hope you guys are going to get those sweet mods soon. Going to get those sweet mods. Now, I don't play with any mods. If you're on PS4, Xbox, or PC like me, you can go ahead and do everything that I'm doing. Now, one of my goals early on, of course, is to get my defense set up. You can see here, we've got the Kismet kill box. Anything shows up, even legendary death claws. A whole horde of legendary death claws show up here. They are going to get annihilated. Now, over here on this side, we're still working away on the defense. We've got 4 on that side and 4 on that side, which is awesome. Now, we've got this one going. Now, we've got another one we want to work on, which is over on Abernathy Farm. But we want to take a quick moment here to go ahead and loot all of this stuff. All of these carrots. And what I really need is carrots and corn. I'm just hitting E as I'm running along. Grabbing all of that. Now, all the rest of the stuff, that's just to sell. All the rest of that stuff is just to sell. Except for the razor grain. That we're going to grab. That one's not even being done.
Hey.
There we go. Nathan Landshark, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome. Show Nathan some love in the chat, everybody. Lots of love. All right, so there we go. All right, and while we're kind of running over there, I know you guys have been waiting for that music, but hey, my stream, I can do whatever I want. No backseat streaming. I do appreciate you guys, though. Let's go. Do appreciate your patience. Let's do this. I like to chat it up a little bit. Usually for about the first hour or so. Get out those Kismet tips. Let's get on the road. Now we're taking this stream up to a whole nother level. Back at Wengen! Hopefully I got that right. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome! Show them some love. Welcome them to the Kismet Army up in here. Back at Wengen! Back at Wengen! Yep, thank you so much again. Like a double follow there. Thank you so much once again for dropping that Dragon Hammer. Let's grab all this loot. Free loot. Grab it. That's money in the bank. Grab it, grab it, grab it. Fallout love dropping that dragon hammer, crushing that follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet army. Welcome! I like your name. I love me some Fallout. 1,500 hours and still going. We're doing a whole nother playthrough. Let's do it. It's time to upgrade our Kismet kill box. That's why I bought all those resources. We're going to upgrade the one here at Abernathy Farm. I do not use that low turret. I have never used that one. Don't use that low one. Use the heavy one. It's worth it. It's worth it. Come on, super mutants. I dare you to come over here. I dare you to come on and take on the Kismet kill box. I don't care if it's a horde of legendary death claws. They're going to get cut down. You don't need no walls. You don't need to waste your resources on that. I'm only level 8, and I'm already rocking these settlements. I'm rocking this playthrough in the new survival mode, which is 10 to 100 times harder than any other modes. Notice how I'm adjusting those like that. And we're going to rock this. We're going to rock this playthrough. Boom. Now, you want to start off with 4 turrets. Once you have those 4 turrets, you have 64 defense. You got plenty of defense now. Now, we also need our radio beacon. Another reason why we got that. I'm going to go ahead and throw it up here on the roof. Let's go. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Let's go. Home. That was perfect time for that song. Radio beacon up and running. All right, good song, like it. Okay, so what we're going to do is pause that for a sec, and we're going to put down some corn. I knew you guys were surprised by that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dude, you're in my way, bro. You're in my way. 6, there we go. Again, do them in groups of 6. This way it's easier for you to tell whether you have enough people on them. Now I'm going to go ahead and move this off to the side. And again, more corn. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And as we get more people, notice we got 7 people now at this settlement. Just absolutely blazing it. Probably one of the best playthroughs I've done so far. Doing awesome. Now I'm going to go over here and get this razor grain on top of the razor grain.
Well.
I already have. And we're going to go ahead and put that razor grain down over here. Now, I like the little razor grain. I don't like the big one. That one's way too big. So I've already got 1. So I don't want to, you know, do 6 more. I want to do 5 more because I already got 1. So 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's number 5. Where'd you get that teddy bear from, dog meat? Did you steal that teddy bear, dog meat? Dog meat. Pick. Oh, what's going on with this one? This one's floating. I can't handle them when they're floating. I gotta fix that. Can't leave that floating. All right, so that's 4. There's 5. Dog meat, bro, you're right on my way. Dog meat. Go over there. Okay, go over here. Why is it not? Oh, I'm in that mode.
Hey, over here.
I'm in that mode. Dog. Dog reminds me of my own crazy dog. There we go. Now we got 6 of those going. We can probably do 6 more, so let's do it. Now again, the higher your food and your water, the more chance you're going to get attacked. But I want them to attack. I want them to come in here and give me some free stuff. You know why? Because all I got to do is just go inside and hide while the Kismet kill box mows them down. I just like go inside, they come up too close, da-da-da-da-da, dead. Just like that. Now, if you look at the range of fire of the kill box here, and this is probably the biggest revelation when I thought of this. Because it was like a moment of genius. It was like I tried a whole bunch of different things. I put on top of the house, I put inside the house, I put it below the house. I tried it a whole bunch of different combinations. And then like all of a sudden it was like lightning struck my brain. Just like that. And I said, you know what? If I put them on the short platform, They can fire literally in 360 degrees in the entire thing. And I'm like, that is amazing. Fallen Princess, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet Army. Show Fallen Princess some love in the chat, everybody. So, and that was the moment the Kismet kill box was born. If they come running up here, they're in the kill box, by the way. They're in a bad position. They're in a lowered position. The turrets are in an elevated position. If they don't have a rocket launcher, it's going to be very hard for them to make it all the way up here and then destroy my turrets. Now, later on, I'll build them so they're more, you know, so they don't look like they're floating. But it's okay to start. It's okay to start. You don't have much resources. Just go for it. Just go for it. Later on, make them totally legit, as I call the version 3.0, where they look totally legit standing there. But in the beginning, this is how much resources I have. That's what I can build. That's what I'm going to build. All right, so we're good there. Now let's go ahead and check on any more of this that we can loot. Let's see if any of this corn's come through. Yep. Got some corn.
Mr. Abernathy?
I don't want to talk to him. I just want to collect my stuff.
Seems
By
to
the
be
way,
growing well.
the best time to collect stuff is nighttime. That's the best time to move your vendors, your trade centers, and also collect your food because the people are not in your way. Because there's going to be a massive amount of people here doing this food eventually. So I'll go ahead and do another couple rows. So how many rows do I have now? So I've got 1, 2, so that'll be one person there. This is one person with all these carrots. This will be one person because these all pair, right? That pairs with that one. And this will be a person, but I need another row, so I'm best utilizing that person. So let's go ahead and make another row of 6. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, don't have enough corn. Bummers! Bum, 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 bum. Aw, how sad. Aw. OCD wins again. Exactly. Watch out for that OCD in my channel. It'll be rough. Denver Broncos hanging out. Hey Kismet, how have you been having a rough day? But your stream makes me feel better. Thanks for being one of my favorite streamers to watch. Oh, thank you, Denver Broncos. I appreciate that big time. I appreciate that a lot, man. I'm going to go ahead and take that and put that in my nice things that people say that inspire me every single day. I have a massive amount of them. If you'd like to see a whole bunch of them, you can click that link down below the stream, and you can read some of them for yourself. But you know what I think we need to do? I think we need to cheer Denver Broncos up, and we know how to do that in my channel. We're going to give them the love train. Let's do it. Let's blow it up in here, everybody. If you've been just having a rough day, you know what you need? You need some love. You need some people to just say, you know what? We're happy you're in the channel. We're happy that you're hanging around with us, right? That's what we're going to do in the channel right now. Let's do it, everybody. Let's do it. For Denver Broncos, I want to see you blow up the chat. Now, this is how you send the Kismet love train. All you do is you throw some hearts in there. You throw some bombs. You show some love to the people who really need it. Because there's some people on my channel who have been having a rough time, like me. And I try to show them some inspiration, try to send them some love. So let's show Denver Broncos some love. Make his night. Right now, everybody. I don't care if you've never even said one thing in my channel before. Now's the time to jump in there and just throw a heart or something. And if you know what you do after you throw some love in there, you throw some more. Keep throwing that love in there. It's the only time it's okay to spam my chat. Go for it. Blow it up with a love train. Come on, everybody. Get on that love train. Let's do it. Join in. All right. Time to make some beds. Let's do those too. Let's build a basic build here. Throw them inside here. We got a free building here. Now this time we're only going to build like 18 because I don't have a high enough charisma. Let's do it. 3, 4, 5, 6, but we're really at 11 beds. Time for some water. Let's do that next. Building this settlement up. Sharing that love with Denver Broncos. Look at you guys blowing it up in that chat. Holy mackerel, look at all that love. Look at that love. One of my favorite things to do as a streamer is share that love, send that love back out in the community and watch it come right back around. That's one of the things you can do in life. Send out that love. It always comes back to you. It always does. You might not see it directly. You might not see anything else. But it always goes out there and it also makes you feel great. Nick, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome. Hopefully that's your name, Nick. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Look at you guys. Thank you so much for showing that love. Showing that love to Denver Broncos. Hopefully, thanks Kismet, says Denver Broncos. Kismet, I'm a girl, but don't worry, my name confused a lot of people. Yeah, sorry. I miss people's gender all the time. You know, I actually have some members who are female who don't want me to tell anybody that. Because, you know, men act weird. They're weird. They haven't grown up past that, like, it's a girl stage, right? I did that a long time ago. And then some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're still young. You're still in that, oh, it's a girl thing. They're just normal people. They're just another person just like you. Just walk up to them and say, hi, what's your name? And ask them out. Quit being a whip. Get up there, just ask them out. If they say no, boom, you just leveled up. You just leveled up your experience because you are smart enough to be brave enough to go up and ask them out. Now what you do is if they say no, you know what you do? Turn to the friend and say, hey, you like to go out? We're going to go watch a movie. We're going to go have a good time. And then you show the friend a great time, and then the person will be like, oh man, I should have went out with that guy. He was a cool guy. He's a nice guy too. Not too nice. Not friend zone nice. Don't get in the friend zone. But nice guy. Respectful. Respectful guy at least. There we go. Not friend zone nice. A little advice for you. Don't get in the friend zone, bro. Don't get in the friend zone. Make your intentions clear. Not vulgar, but clear. All right? Do you like streaming? Absolutely. It's my favorite thing to do now. Now, a long time ago, when I was about 8 years old, I fell in love with something called graphic design, printing, 3D animation, all that kind of stuff. And I've done that for 25 years. I have had a fantastic career in graphic design. I've worked for some of the top companies in the world. I've had a super fun time doing that, including Interplay, the people who actually made Fallout a long time ago. Of course, this is Bethesda's version we're playing now. But I have had a lot of great time doing that. But about last year, about a year and a half ago now, last June around my birthday, I said, you know what, I'm going to start streaming this game called Fallout Shelter, which came out that time. And Ameridave's been here all that time. And that's when I fell in love with streaming because I made it more interactive. So we would be doing Fallout Shelter and we'd be talking about it, and I'd be talking about how to, you know, make your shelters better and how to defend them and whatnot. And we started doing this game where everybody would guess which cards I would get. And now you guys get rewards for doing that whenever I'm doing Fallout Shelter or whenever I'm doing other things. We do contests and giveaways and stuff. So that is a lot of fun. And I just fell in love with actually being a streamer. Now, I've been a streamer on Justin TV way back when it started, from the very beginning. But my thoughts are always team-centric. Now, I've been the leader and founder of my team for 14 plus years. We have one of the longest running gaming guilds, Kismet Ring of Destiny. That's where that long name comes from. I've had over 800 plus members over that time. So I think in terms of what do I need to do to help my members? And when Justin TV came around, I was like, oh, that's awesome. Now people can watch what I'm doing in raids. They can watch where I'm standing. They can watch my skill rotations. They can watch all the stuff that I'm doing, which is so helps my members because it helps them learn their class better. So that's why I started streaming the road, never to be a full-time streamer. But, again, started doing it, started falling in love, hanging out with you guys all the time. Absolutely love it. Now, I'm also creative, so, I mean, where else would you want to be? If you're both a gamer and you're creative at the same time, there is no other place. There is no other place out there like Twitch that is just as great as the community as Twitch has. There is not. There isn't. I haven't found it. If you find it, you let me know. But, right now, Twitch is the thing. Twitch is the stuff. This is the place to be right now. So there we go. I couldn't give them a better endorsement than that. Now hopefully they hit that Kismet needs a partnership. I didn't say it just for that, by the way. I didn't say it just for that. But I'll still keep working at it. Even if they never do partner me, I'll still continue to stream. because this is what I love to do. And I always follow my passion. When you wake up in the morning, and I say this quite often in my stream, and everybody's like, I know exactly what Kismet's about to say. When you wake up in the morning, and I hope I fire you up. I'm going to fire you all up right now. Hold on. Let's take a serious moment here. Let's take a serious moment. When you wake up in the morning and you think, man, I sure wish I was whatever. Like I used to wake up and say, I wish to be a graphic designer. That's what I want to do because I love doing it so much. It's not work to me. It's just like fuels me. Fuels my creativity every moment. Like doing 3D animation fuels my creativity. When somebody says something to me like, hey, that base looks like it's going to hold the Ark of the Covenant. Well, the first thing when they say that, now I want to go build the Ark of the Covenant and put it inside that base. It spurs my creativity, right? That is something you should do. If you want to do that, if that's your passion, don't let nobody stop you. You wake up, you want to be a writer, a doctor, a lawyer, a gamer, you want to be a marine biologist, you want to be a veterinarian, whatever it is. Whatever it is, you're going to have a whole bunch of people along the way, and they're going to try to put their negativity right here on your shoulders. Like you got to carry around other people's negativity. Somehow they think you should carry their negativity. You don't. You know what you do? Like that. Look at these shoulders. I don't carry no negativity around. I don't put it in no negativity backpack and carry it around. You know what I do? Don't carry that backpack around. You stay positive. You do what you love, and don't let nobody stop you. Go and do what you love. I'm doing it right now. Right now, hanging out with you guys. That's what I love to do, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to follow that passion. I'm going to let it fuel me every day. That's why I do so many videos. That's why I do stream 6 days a week. That's why you'll see me make terabytes of videos and put them up on YouTube. Every minute, I'm doing something, doing that. Also, I work massively with my team. Also been married with my wife for 25 years. I got 3 beautiful daughters as well. That's why I also try to champion my real life and try to balance those things so that I can do all of those things, right? So I can do all of those things at once. If you go too much in one way and, you know, not take care of your real life, then you're going to suffer your gaming later, right? Because then your real life's going to go, you know, awry, and then your gaming time will eventually go awry. So make sure to balance all of those things as well. But make sure to follow that passion. Follow that passion. But if I can just tell you one thing, get out there and follow. And then the hardest thing is when people are negative, when they come up and say, you know, Kismet, you're an old guy, right? I have people come in my stream all the time. How old are you, dude? Man, you're an old guy. And I don't consider myself old. I got members who are in their 70s and 80s. And I don't care if they're 70 or 80. They can own me in any game. I could go in there and PvP them and they'll destroy me. Absolutely. Absolutely destroy me. They're some of the best players I've ever seen. Just because they're older doesn't mean they're not a good player. People just assume that, right? You forget. We've been around playing those games before you were born. I'm one of the original gamers who have been around since the very beginning, since the Odyssey. I was playing Pong when it came out. That's how old school gamer I am. So, watch out. Watch out for those older people. Now, it also doesn't mean that people who are younger are dumb, which is also the reverse thing, right? People think, oh, if you're 20 years old or 30 years old, you don't know nothing. There's a lot of smart people out there, and there's a lot of great players who are out there at that age, too. So don't reverse it. Just don't judge people by how old they are. Don't judge them by their background. Don't judge them by where they come from. I always watch people, their actions. Their actions tell you everything about them. Don't listen to a word they say. Watch what they do, and that'll tell you every time, without fail. How do they treat dogs? How do they treat people? How do they treat their ex-girlfriend, right? How do they treat just random people in the street? That's a dead giveaway right there. Boom. Dead giveaway on how they treat people. I saved there for you, Mayor Dave, by the way. I just thought, oh, I better save. I'm like, hey, Mayor Dave's going to champion that one. So there we go. There you go, guys. I like to throw a little real talk out in there. I like to throw some real talk. No worries, Kismet, it's the Denver Broncos. Awesome. How are we supposed to go out with a friend when you don't have one IRL? Oh, friends are easy to find. You know how you find a friend? When you're in trouble, and the person who shows up at 3 o'clock in the morning, that's a true friend. Like when my friends call me up right now, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. My friends call me up right now and say, Kismet, I need your help, bro. My car broke down. I've been hurt or injured or whatever. Even if my friend was in California, which he is right now, I would stop what I'm doing right now and say, sorry, guys, got to go. Because that's what a true friend would do. And that's what he's done for me. My car broke down in the middle of the night. I was in the middle of nowhere. I said, bro, I need somebody over here to back me up. I need somebody over here to back me up. I think I'm going to die if I stay here by myself. He's like, I'm on my way. 3 o'clock in the morning. Drives out there. Hung out with me until I got the AAA showed up. And I'm like, all right, thanks for hanging out, man. He's like, take it easy. Because anybody comes and attack us, they're going to die. They're going to die. I have no remorse for people who go in and steal and lie and cheat and all that stuff. I have no remorse for those people because they made their choices. Like the people on the Death Star, right? You ever seen that from Clerks? From the people on the Death Star, how they're having the thing about how come they blew up all the workers and everybody on the Death Star? Well, you made your choice. You're working for the Death Star, right? You're working for the evil peeps. You're making evil deeds. You're building a thing that blows up planets. What's up with that? All right, there's a good thing. There's a good thing to chat about in the chat. How about all those random workers that died on the Death Star? If you've never seen that show, or if you've never thought about that, there's a whole bunch of random people who are just like maybe visitors. Maybe they were like the cooks or whatever in the Death Star. All those people got blown up too. Didn't just blow up just the council of people. It was like thousands of stormtroopers and all these ships and all these random people who were like the cooks and the janitors and all of that. They all got blown up too. So yeah, think of that. That's a little mind-bending. A little mind-bending. All right, I'm running around doing some real talk. Yes, I am on the new survival mode. Not just survival, but I'm on the new survival mode. The new survival mode, about 10 to 100 times harder even than the previous mode. It's so much harder because you have to watch all your conditions. You can get overburdened. You can't just save anywhere. You've got to save in a bed. So there's a lot more to it. Also, you get hit more and you hit them more. But I can get one-shotted pretty much until I'm level 40. And then even after level 40, even when I'm in my power armor, I can still get one-shotted by a rocket or I can get one-shotted by a grenade. But if they're just hitting me, then I don't get one-shotted, just like two-shotted. But still two-shotted is them going boom, boom. Like earlier, I was taking on Simone, who was part of the that little diner. You know, the little diner over here, the Drumlin Diner. Literally, I would run out there, I'd hit her once, and she'd go boom. She'd knock me down, and then she'd shoot me. She had like three attacks to my one attack, and she killed me a whole bunch of times. I'm like, all right, forget that. I'm gonna send dog meat out there, hide in the little thing while they're all taking damage, and wait till she gets low health, and then run out there and boom, take her out. And that's what I did. Battle tactics. Battle tactics. So there we go. Whole bunch for you guys to talk about. I just got here to a good speech. Thank you, Henrik. Thanks. Appreciate that. Yes, I talk about that quite often in my stream. Now, let's go ahead and actually keep working here. I'm working up this settlement here. I'm trying to get enough water. We've got enough water going there. We need a little bit more, though. Let's do some water. Now, if I can inspire you just a little bit more while we're here. Now, you might be going, Kismet, well, what made you want to become a streamer and stop being a graphic designer? I get that question quite often. That's because I got something called vertigo and sleep apnea. I also have hearing loss and other conditions that make it near impossible for me to do what I have loved my whole entire life to do. Now, that is a depressing thing. It can be very depressing. If you worked your whole life to be something, and then it was taken away from you, right? So I go to these doctors, and I'm like, doctors, here's my money. Fix my problem. Right? Which is a stupid thing in retrospect now. If I think back to that, I should have said, screw you, doctors, in the beginning. But I thought, you know what? That's what I'm supposed to do, right? Go to the doctor. Doctor going to solve my problem. So I went to a doctor. That doctor sent me to another doctor. That doctor sent me to another doctor. Until I went to 11 doctors. Spent most of my retirement on these doctors, right? Send the bulk of it in like the first year. And then they said to do all of this stuff. So I spent all the money on that and blah, blah, blah. Whole long time, like a year and a half. And I was to the point where I could literally not sit up for longer than a half hour. I would have to lay down every half hour. Can't drive, can't go anywhere, can't do graphic design, can't work, can't do nothing. Right? And I've had CAT scans, and I've used the sleep apnea device, and I've been studied for vertigo, and I've done sleep tests, and I've done CAT scans and CT scans, and I've done everything. And I've spent thousands of dollars on all of these doctors. You know what I found out? I gave my power over to these doctors. I gave my power over to them and expecting them to have some magic pill that's going to fix it. Sometimes it's not fixable, which I'm very admiring of one of my doctors who is like the only of 11 doctors, the only 2 doctors who really helped me out. And he said to me, Kismet, this may be permanent. This may not, because we've already tried this for a couple years. This may be forever. So you're going to have to learn to live with it. And that takes a strong person to say, you know what? I'm going to have to tell you the truth. I'm going to have to tell you straight up. And that's why I like that doctor. Because he's like a real doctor. The doctor that will tell you the truth, bro, you're going to have to probably live with this. But I'm a problem solver. I've solved thousands of graphic design problems, 3D animation problems, and all sorts of other problems, including problems with my guild that I've run for the last 14 years. People stolen ore nodes, and you name it. It's always some sort of drama at some point. But I said, you know what? I'm taking that power back, right? Like, I don't like anybody to have power over my finances, and now I don't like anybody to have power over my health. I take that power back for myself from those doctors, and now it's on me. So you know what I did every day? I said, I'm not laying in this bed anymore. Screw that. I'm going to get up. I'm going to go to the gym today. And that's what I did. Went to the gym. And it was really hard. It's still really hard. When I'm running on the treadmill, the whole room is spinning. Because I'm never not dizzy. I'm dizzy all the time. It's just at different levels. I'm usually at like level 2 dizzy, and then it will crank all the way up to like level 10. And you'll see me sometimes. You'll see me start to blink a lot. That's me getting really dizzy. You'll also see me say, I'll be right back, I need to lay down, and I will go lay down, though it is much better than it was. So over the last year or so, I have been working on it. Going to the gym, didn't stop drinking soda, I just stopped drinking it for a while. I lost 10 pounds on soda. I stopped eating terrible food like candy. I'm like a candy-aholic. I love M&Ms, I love that kind of stuff, I love Dr. Pepper. I said, you know what, I'm just going to take it easy on those. I'm not going to give it up forever. I'm just going to take it easy, try to reduce some of my weight, right? Lost another 10 pounds, down 20 pounds. Then I said, okay, that's it. I'm feeling great, lost 20 pounds, been going to the gym, building up some muscle. That muscle's then starting to eat away at all that extra energy that I have, because your fat is very much that. Extra fat means you have extra energy stored up. That's what your body is designed to do. It's supposed to do that. It's supposed to do it. It's what it's designed to do. Because back in the day, when you had only just some food, you ate all that food, you built up that extra fat so that you could utilize it when you didn't have any food, when they were in a famine, right? And that's how your body's designed. It's not a complex thing. Everybody makes it into this complex thing. It is not that complex. You store up that energy like extra batteries, and you got to have something that burns those batteries. You know what burns that extra energy? Muscle. Muscle has to have fuel. Muscle needs the fuel of that fat. Needs the fuel of that extra energy that you've stored up. And so I kept going. I then went on to juicing. I did that for a while, and I've now lost 40 pounds. 40 pounds, and I've run that I haven't run in like 15 years. I used to run all the time when I was young. I was a very skinny guy. Let me show you. Let me show you. So a little real talk here, guys. Sorry, sometimes I get off on my real talk. Here we go. There he is. Look at that skinny guy. That guy right there, making 6 figures right there. This guy at 20 years old. At 20 years old. I spent it all. Because who thinks they're going to live past their 20 or 30s? Right? Who thinks they're going to live past that time? I spent it all. 5-star hotels, flying all over the place. Yeah, all that fun stuff when you're young. Because I didn't think I was going to get old. Didn't think I was going to get married. Never going to have kids. I only thought of myself because I was young. That's what young people do. A little bit of an arrogant ass. Sorry for the language. But it was necessary in that part. But then a great thing happened to me. I met my wife. And boy, a good woman will snap you out of that. Will snap you out of that being that all self-absorbed person. And then I thought, yeah, I guess I could see myself getting married to this girl. And so we've been together 25 years. And then I thought later on, yeah, I could see myself having some kids. So I have an 11-year-old daughter and I have 8-year-old twins. And then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do what I love to do for the whole rest of my life. And that's what I'm doing right now. And that's why I go out there and I do it. And if anybody tells you it's easy, they are lying to your face. It is not easy. Every decision you make, it takes you either forward or backwards. So when you make a choice, like, you know what? I'm not going to have soda this time, but maybe I'll have it tomorrow, but not right now. You know, because you know what? I don't want to gain that extra weight, or I'd like to lose a few pounds. So I'm just going to go easy on that soda. Now, the first 2 weeks of stopping soda is very rough, by the way. Very, very rough. I'm like addicted to soda. I'm totally addicted to it. I love cherry Nuka-Cola, aka Dr. Pepper. So, again, I'm just working on it. I'm actually kind of walking back and forth as I'm talking. let's go ahead and find some peeps here to assign. So hopefully that'll inspire you a little bit. That is the road that I'm on. So now, instead of only being able to sit for 30 minutes, I can sit for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 10 hours, 15 hours, 18 and a half hours, the longest stream that I've done. And I consider that a massive accomplishment from where I started. Again, down 40 pounds, able to run with my kids. I'm going to do a 5K with my kids. I'm going to do it very slowly. I'm not going to be the winner of that 5K. I'm not going to be in second place or third place. I'm going to be the guy in the very back, but I'm going to finish it. I'm going to go through and I'm going to finish that 5K because my kids can finish the 5K, but I cannot. And I don't like that because I used to be a great runner when I was young. I used to love to run, like Forrest Gump run all the time. Running from place to place, fast walking. I always was known because I always walked fast all the time. Wherever I was going, whatever I was doing. Fast, 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 here to there, here to there. And I enjoyed my success. I had a great success. I had a great career. I enjoyed that success. I ate to excess. I did stuff to excess. I went out to the river. I rented like 20 to 30 Sea-Doos, and we would go out there in a fleet of Sea-Doos, and we'd rent tons of speedboats, and we would run and do all of that all the time. I love the water, by the way. I love the water. I'm born and raised in California, so anything to do with the water, I'm all over that. So yes, as you can see, I signed that guy to my corn. Let's go ahead and use the bell to pull them all out here again, just to double check. So that is what I've done. So hopefully that inspires you a little bit while you're hanging out in my channel. That is what my channel is all about. Give a little bit of inspiration, give you a safe place to come in and hang out. Kismet, why are you building? This is supposed to be a melee build through. I am always building. I do not play without building. There we go. Let's see. Kismet, why are you building? I already answered that question. Are you ever going to do a 24-hour stream? I'm going to try one day, Skycrafter, but I get very, very dizzy. At that 18 and a half hours, I literally was going to pass out. If I had not laid down, I would have passed out on stream. Of course, it's going to be super entertaining for you guys because my chat's going to blow up, right? I'm going to have like 1,000 people on my channel while I'm going. And I'm just like conked out. Now, you guys won't know if I'm dead or just asleep, but it's very difficult for me to do that. I have worked my way up to this. This has taken like a year and a half. I just worked my way up to where I can stream for this long. And again, I consider it a massive accomplishment in my thing. Probably one of the biggest things that I've done, even though I've worked for, you know, some of the top companies and blah, blah, blah. I think one of the biggest things I've ever done is come back because I get two choices. I can let it keep going and I die, or I can come back from it. And boy, coming back from it is tough, man. It's like climbing a well, right? It's like climbing a slippery wall as you're trying to get up the top of the well. You know, you're falling down in that well and you're like, how do I get out of here, right? It is not easy. Not easy because you got all this temptation. Everybody else around you is having pizza. Everybody else around you is having soda and all of that because they're still young and they have the metabolism that can do that. When I was young, you know, I was in incredible shape. Luckily, I was in incredible shape and I met my wife at the time, too. Girlfriend at the time, back in the day. I have server feeds, so I can't run as well. Oh, sorry to hear that, Funky Mario. Sorry to hear that, man. I know it's tough out there. The real Nuka-Cola. Exactly. You spent $100 on FP yet? No. No, you can spend money on what you enjoy. There's nothing wrong with that. I do walk. I do take 15-minute breaks, and I walk. That's all you really need to do. You know, you can actually get a lot of stamina just from short walks. So I walk 7 minutes there and 7 minutes back, and I go different directions every day. And I usually do it 2 or 3 times a day. What I'll do, and if, by the way, you can do it at work too. If you got a break, instead of sitting in that lunchroom or sitting in that break room, screw that. Just get out there and go for a walk. Check out the world, man. You never know what's going to happen, what adventure you're going to have, just like in Fallout, right? If you run out of things to do, you know what you do? You just put one foot in front of each other and you just start walking across the whole world. That's what you do. So that is a great way to have fun. So what I did is I tried that too. I just would walk, and I lost weight just from doing that, just from those little short walks every day. And then I try to walk a little bit further every time. So in 7 minutes, I try to get further than I got before. So say in 7 minutes, I might have got like, you know, quarter mile. Right? I don't know, maybe less than a quarter mile. Because, you know, I wasn't walking fast. I'm walking at a slow pace. But then I would try to get a little bit further and a little bit further and a little bit further every time I'm walking. And you build up that stamina, especially because you build momentum over time. You start to become accustomed to it, and then you start building it, and you kind of push yourself a little bit. Works great. Works great. It does. Especially dropping soda. You'll lose 10 pounds just from dropping soda for a while. Don't give it up. Don't give anything up. Life is too great to give everything up. But just take a break from it. Take a break from it for a while. Lose a lot of that weight. You will feel so much better. You will feel so much better. And then have it every now and again. Because you deserve it. Just don't go back to the big 44-ounce things and drink those things. Those things, that's terrible. I have a big cup I call the Epic Cup. My kids bought it for me. It's a giant cup. It's as big as my head. And it says Epic on the side. And I was drinking Dr. Pepper out of that thing. That was too much. Too much. And actually, because of my condition, too, I would start to shake. Not only would I be dizzy, but I'd start to shake from too much soda. So you got to watch out for that. Watch out. Okay, so I think we got this squared away with all that chatting. With all that chatting, we got this squared away. Let's take a look at what we got. We got 7 people, 33 food, more than enough, 21 water, 3 power, 64 defense, which is awesome, 17 beds, happiness on 55 and on the rise. Now, this settlement is styling. Is there anything else I need to do this settlement? Absolutely not. It's actually a little bit built up a little bit extra because I'm trying to build up all this corn, right? I want to have as much massive corn and carrots and razor grain as I can so I can make as much soup as I can. Then I'm set on food for the whole rest of the game. The whole rest of the game, I can just come back here, get a whole bunch of soup, and I'm off and running, right? As long as I'm continuously getting those bottles. So I'm good there. It also has enough defense to defend itself, and that's it. That's pretty much all you need to do for a basic build. Now later I'll come back and try to make money here by making so much mute fruit that I just make a massive amount of money. Now speaking of mute fruit, let's go ahead and go back to Sanctuary, and now we're going to work on money. Because now that's a basic build, and over here at Sanctuary it has a basic build as well with a ton of food. Hey. Hey, who? Come on. So, we probably should have saved. Let's run over here and hopefully not die and save. My provisioner. So we're going to run over here. We're going to save, and then we're going to start working on what I call a super build. Now, in the beginning of the game, I work on settlements because I love settlements. Probably like 80% of my gameplay is doing settlements. I love doing it. Now, you don't have to do settlements at all. It's up to you. It's your game. You can do whatever you want, right? You can do whatever you want. For me, though, I love settlements, and it gives me such a massive advantage. I mean, an absolute and tremendous advantage in the game if I do settlements. And I love doing settlements, and I will go and do questing, and I will do all the rest of that. But I would rather it working back there behind me while I'm questing up ahead, right? While I'm going and doing questing, I would rather these guys back here working and doing stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can find that other person who I sent over here. Maybe we can get Cogsworth to do what we want him to do this time. Let's see. Oh, looks like we got him that time. Let's see. Run him over here to this razor grain. You did it that one time, and then now I won't do it again. Oh, well. Oh, well.
Need something?
Yep. Let's see if any of you people are slacking. Slacker. Now, in the beginning of the game, by the way, if you haven't played Fallout 4 in a while, in the beginning of the game, you had no idea what your settlers were doing. You had no clue. Well, unless you did what I did and gave them all individual outfits. I gave, like, the cook a cook outfit. I gave all my vendors, like, really nice suits and dresses. All my people who were doing farming, I gave them a farming outfit. I improvised. I improvised what I was doing so that I would know who's doing what. But now you don't need that anymore. You got that settler menu right there in that corner. Now, what is this guy doing right here? Let me go ahead and get my arrow because I go above and beyond in my stream. Boom! If you ever see that in anybody else's stream, you're like, hey, I saw that Kismet stream first. He's the one that thought that up. Right here, you can see this person is doing farming. This person here, farming. This person is doing, Mama Murphy is doing defense. Farming, defense. We've got here farming. Now, as you can see, I've got 88 defense, and that's because up here at the top, there's 88 defense. That's because if you add 60 and this together, 6, 7, 8, that's 83 total defense I need to reduce the chance of being attacked. It does not eliminate the chance you're going to be attacked, because I have been attacked many a time despite having very high. Like, I could have like 300 defense and still get attacked. So there we go. Cage Wanderer asking, how am I doing? I am doing awesome. Having a great time. Welcome to the stream. Always good to see you, buddy. Nick says, Kismet, let's go back. Up! Hold on. Second there, they all went back to what they were doing. I thought they were aggro. Kismet, let's get back to the Fallout 4 playthrough. Yes, that's what I'm doing right now. Will Kiz be doing Skyrim streams? Yes, I've already done 2 before Cage and probably another one this Thursday on my retro night. I love Skyrim. Oh, I can get so addicted to that game. I could be playing it tens of thousands of hours. I could see already. Already, I could just be absolutely massively addicted to that game. Now, again, I've never played that game because I've been busy playing MMOs, my team that I've been with for a very long time. I thought, that's it. I'm going to play it. So we did. All right, so we're going to upgrade this, and we're going to start making money. We got to make that money. Now, how many more turrets can we make? Because we're going to really up our defense needs here. We can make 3 more. So let's go ahead and up the Kismet kill box a little bit more over here. Now, the bulk of them attack from this side, so that you want to update this one first as well. I hope they attack while we're on stream here. That would be awesome. You guys can see the kill box in action. Now, early in the game, you will find you don't get attacked all that much, especially in normal mode. In normal mode, I was like level 50 before I got attacked. So, don't worry about it too much. Actually, I think I'm going to add 1 more on this side. Now, by the way, if you notice how I've got this kind of a little bit at an angle, the reason why is they're going to show up along that road down there, and then they're going to show up over there, so I have it at an angle. Now, I'm going to show you how to move it back, by the way, here in just a second, how you can move the entire thing at once. Let's go ahead and put the rest of our turrets down. I'll put this one off the end here, so it can fire straight down, just in case anybody tries to get actually to the turret area. You can see it's a little finicky there. A little finicky. And we'll try to sneak that one in between. Why is that one weird like that? Got to fix that one. I have it, oh, that one was going off the edge before I added the 2 edges. That's why. Now, it doesn't matter which way you face them, they will turn and fire toward any enemies that are dumb enough to attack your settlement. I just happen to be facing them this way because that's typically where they spawn, in this direction. So there we go. We have 1 more. We'll fix this one. So it's like this. There we go. And we'll hang this other one. I could have just left that one there and just put the one in between, but well. Well, this way you can see what it's all about here. Again, this is the Kismet kill box. Like so. That will start. That will stop a giant charging amount of death claws. Legendary death claws, by the way. Now we need more circuitry. You will find me just constantly looking for circuitry and oil. Oil and circuitry at the very beginning of the game. Now, you can make oil, by the way, from bones and stuff in the workbench, which I'll show you as well. Okay, so now maybe we say, you know what, this is too far forward. We want to move this entire thing. Yenzo, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome. Show them some love in the chat, everybody. Now, if you do have a question or comment for me, my name is Kismet. You can go ahead and put Kiz or Kismet in the chat. You just type Kiz, K-I-S, and say, hey, Kiz, how you doing today? It'll highlight in red, attach itself to the top of my chat so I don't miss your comment or question. I know there's some streamers out there, they never watch their chat. I know it irritates me too. I wouldn't want that to happen in my stream. I want to interact with you guys. I think it's one of the funnest things about being a streamer. So if you ever come in my chat and you're like, hey, Kismet, you missed my question, just throw it in there again. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I don't consider that spam. Throw it in there again. Just include my name so it highlights in red. You don't have to do the @Kismet Ring of Destiny if you don't want to. If you want to, go for it. But you don't have to. You just put my name, Kiz or Kismet, and I have it automatically highlighting so I don't miss it. All right, so go ahead and throw that in there. I'm going to go ahead and catch up here. Now, my mods are also watching as well to make sure that I don't miss your guys' comments or questions. But sometimes, you know, they get a little sleepy, especially when I'm doing 15, 16-hour streams. Rarely get attacked unless I start a DLC. Yeah, there you go, Cage Wanderer. That is exactly it. If you start the Automatron or if you start something like that, then you get getting attacked all the time. Or if you do Preston's quest. Notice I'm not doing any of Preston stuff right now. Get that Preston quest undergoing, and then before you know it, right about level 15, boom, it'll be getting attacked all the time. So that's why I build it up early, by the way. Because later on, when you're about level 15 or whatever, then it's just like constant defense, defense, defense all the time. Especially in the new survival mode where you can't even walk over there fast enough You might be able to get a vertibird over there fast enough to defend it, but when your stuff gets attacked, I just usually let it get attacked. I'm like, okay, I'm busy. I'm busy. You guys defend yourself, right? And this kill box should defend it with no problem. But the way it calculates it is not right. Because if I was here, if I had quick travel and I come back here, it would annihilate them. But if I'm not here, it'll say, oh, sorry, you lost. And I'm like, nah. Kill box annihilate all that stuff. I don't care if they're legendary death claws. They would never get, unless there was like 100 of them. Maybe 100 of them could get there. But if there's like even 20 people, if there was 20 gunners that were coming around there, and they had like 5 pet death claws, they would get annihilated from these guns. I would get annihilated from these guns. If I was running up on my own settlement, I would get killed. That's how deadly these the Kismet kill box is. So there we go. So enjoy that. And that's going there. Now we want to make some money. Let's go to making the money. Now, how do I make 117,000 bottle caps every few days in game over time? How do I do that? Well, what we want to do is we want to do something that makes us lots and lots of money, right? Like right here, we want to go ahead and put this down. But I haven't put it in science yet, that's the one I was trying to think of. That was the one I was trying to think of. Let's see. What are we at now? We're at 10. We're at 9. Now 10 is going to be strong back. Let's do 11 is science. Probably should have already done science. Should have done science probably at 8. What do I want more? Science or do I want strong back? I say strong back. All right, so we'll go ahead and do science at 11. And we'll do medic at 12. When's the first time we can do this? We can already do it. Next time it's going to be 20. All right, so we're going to do medic at 12, and then we'll do caps collector at 13. Okay. Because I do a lot of like finances stuff. The more money you can make, of course, you can just buy out entire vendors. Because I'll be making so much every couple days in game to buy out every single vendor in the game. I can literally go to every single vendor and buy every single thing they have. All of it. I'll be making that much. Now, will I be using third-party mods? Nope. Will I be cheating, shortcutting? Will I be using terminal commands? Nope. Will I use any other kind of glitches or whatever? Nope. Totally legit. Nope. No using any of that stuff. And you can do it on PS4, you can do it on Xbox or on PC. Same exact thing. Just keep working away on. Oh, now let's go back over there. Now what I need is I need science for that big water purifier. Now the way I make money is water purifiers. Now you can make it off making jet. You can make buff out. You can do a whole bunch of stuff to do the same thing. It just makes me feel like a drug dealer, so I don't do that. So I like to do the purified water. That seems like a reasonable thing that I would do. Now this is going to take 10 power. Okay? So I've got to be able to create the power and the water purifier at the same time. So here we've got 5, so we can make 13 of those. So we can make plenty of those. And I'm just going to throw them here on the ground. I don't like to put my power on the ground, but here in the beginning, I'll just put it on the ground. So there's 10 power. And then we're going to go ahead and see if we now have enough for the water purifier. If not, we'll go to the vendor. We'll buy some stuff from the vendor and see how it goes. So again, what you want to do is start using Sanctuary as your kind of water purifier producer. Right? And you want to do it very early in the game because it's just going to make you tons and tons of caps. So right now we're transitioning from a basic build to what I call a super build. Now a super build is all about making those bottle caps. These bottle caps. Making those bottle caps. You're like, whoa, Kismet, you got your own bottle caps. That's right, I do. That's right, I do. Check it out. I hope you enjoy those. Let's go this way. I have my very own bottle caps, Kismet, Ring of Destiny. There I am right in there. Artist, gamer, and Twitch broadcaster. I use these as business cards because you know what? Business cards are boring. Business cards are boring, but bottle cap business cards, now those are cool. Those are cool. Some of you, by the way, going to get your Kiss caps. I know you're thinking that right now. Kismet, where's my t-shirt and where's my Kismet loot? Putting it together. Like I said, it's going to be the end of this month before it goes out. I'm waiting for some more Kiss caps to come in. Waiting for some more of those. All right, so got to get that science so I can get industrial up. Now, I don't want to do it too early because I don't have enough resources. Like, I don't have enough oil and stuff to make a whole bunch of them. So we can just go ahead and settle with some of the lower end ones. So we're going to try 2, which is going to give us an extra 20, right? So we're going to go ahead and just go boom. Now, this is not very efficient, by the way, to use these ones. The other ones are much more efficient. But early on in the game, let's go ahead and tie these 2 together and run them over here. I'm going to hit spacebar. Now, by the way, it no longer uses copper. If you haven't played the game in a way, it no longer uses copper for the wires. So you don't have to burn up all of your copper, because that just like, you always had a copper shortage, because in the beginning of the game, every one of these wires would be using copper, right? And that, oh, that's already tied together. Now, you can also do redundant power, because the power lines are so cheap, so you can actually run in a big circuit like that, see? You can run it from one to the other thing, in this case one gets damaged or whatever. Then you don't lose power on both of them. Now, I just boosted my water to 53 up there now. How many people do I have? 15. How much water are they going to drink? 15. How much I'm going to have left over? Whatever 53 minus 15 is. Math whizzes, put it in the chat. All right. So there we go. Now, we've got a problem, though. We don't have enough power. How do we know? Because if we go over here and we roll over it, it says, hey, it needs 2 power, 2 power. And you're like, wait a minute, Kismet, you said it was 10 power. It's not 10 power. These ones are only 2 power. I messed with your brain, didn't I? Messed with your brain. These ones are only 2 power as well. They produce 10 water. I wanted to make sure that you guys were paying attention. Some of you were. Some of you were. So these actually only take 2 power. So really all I needed was 2 of these, like this. Or I could have used 2 of the little ones if I wanted to. But eventually I'm going to replace these with the big ones. So I needed 2 of those. So I put you guys up. I know you guys were thinking, Kismet, wait a minute, that's not right. That's not right, Kismet. I know. So yes, so that uses 2 power, that uses 2 power. It's only 4 power. That means you only have to use 1 of these, right? Because it produces 5. Now I also can do 1 more. So we're going to go ahead and try to sneak that one in there, which is now going to be 6 power. And if I'd only done 1, then the power would go off. Now, by the way, removing these little wires is really obnoxious, because you don't actually aim at the wire. You have to aim way down. So now we've got this one. Let's go ahead and chain that one over here. And then we'll chain this here. And now I've got 63 water going at the top here. And I still have enough power. Still got enough power going on. Enough power there. Looks good. Looks good. Everything's looking good. And I've got a ton of purified water going. Presley, what's up, bro? You like my stuff? You like my digs? Dig it? Apparently not. Apparently not. He's like, what the heck are you doing, Kismet? Get out there, and I got another settlement that needs your help. Like, hey, bro, I'm trying to make some money here. Trying to make some moolah. So there we go. So now we're at 63 food. How much defense do we need? I mean, for 63 water. How much defense do we need for 60 food and 63 water? We need 123. How much defense do we have? 112. So now it's time to reduce our food, because we want to produce more water and just enough food for the people here, right? And I'm going to start putting them on mute fruit. So I've got to take my 1 mute fruit that I have and put that down and try to expand that and look for more mute fruit as I go. So I've got 1 mute fruit. So I'm going to put it right over here by this corn. Boom. And the reason why I started this whole farm was to get it together so I could put it at Abernathy Farm, not actually here. So you're going to see me take that out now. I'm going to take all that carrot out. I'm going to take the corn out. And eventually this settlement will have just enough mute fruit. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I just want to have enough defense to reduce the chance of it being attacked, right, for later on in the game. So then I'll go ahead and take all this back out. And I'll have them working away. I could harvest all of this before I take it out, by the way. But it's no big deal. In the long run, it's no big deal. I don't need all of this food. They don't need this much food. They need 15 food maximum. And this is going to give me a lot of stuff to plant at other locations. But eventually, I'm going to literally have like 10, 20,000 mute fruit that I will use as what I call my base food. Now, if I want to make any other food other than that, I will then put that at like a certain place, right? Like I might put it away out at Finch Farm or something like that. For them to do like melons and all of this other stuff. Again, I'm going to take all this out. Now notice how I'm taking out like the melons first and Razor grain. Here's all my carrots I'm going to take out of here. And watch this cool thing. We're going to put all these carrots and all this extra stuff. I'm getting down there on food. Notice how I'm getting close now? Boom, 16. That's probably close enough. And I'll reduce it to a point where it's like that. Now, is somebody working on mute fruit? Probably not. Somebody's probably doesn't have a job now. I probably booted them from their job if I've gotten enough of them. Like these guys out here now are no longer doing anything. Sturge is still working. That guy's still working, but we're going to go ahead and put him on the mute fruit. Not Sturgis, the other guy. Sturgis is mostly useless. So put him in there. Also, by the way, notice in here we've got a basic build, just like a barn with things in there to make their happiness go up. If they got a roof over their heads, their happiness goes up. And you just need to start basic, because you got tons and tons of cotton. You can just build stuff all day long. Kesman, I'm not too fond of Fallout 4, but my love Halo said you were a cool streamer, and thought you were that you were a graphic designer. Yes. Do you have any advice for someone going into graphic design? Yes. The greatest advice I can give you, no matter if you're a graphic designer or anything else, if you want to be the best, you want to be the best in anything you ever do, then you take the same advice that my graphic design mentor gave me. Ready? Might want to write this down. You don't have to really write it down. I'm just kidding. Because it's going to be easy for you to remember. You ready? Number 1, follow up. In anything that you do, follow up. Absolutely. Call people back. Say, if someone says, hey, I'm looking for a logo, call them right back within a day, right? Like I sent out, this is the funniest thing. I never have anybody work on my artwork. Never. I always work on my own stuff, right? But the one time I choose, I say, you know what? I'm going to have somebody really go and take my logo here to the whole nother level because I just don't have the time. I'm going to go ahead and just have somebody do it who is really good at what they do an amazing job, and take the logo that I designed and then just put a whole lot of detail to it so I can make incredibly awesome shirts, in which I did. And then I can have incredibly awesome logo for my bottle caps and all that other stuff, which has come out really good, by the way. It came out awesome. Amazing. So, I sent it out, and I said, hey, graphic designers, I've got some money I want to spend on this logo. Contact me. Nobody did. None of them. It, like, made my heart sink as a graphic designer. I was like, nobody's contacting me back. Another day goes by. One person contacts me back. Now I contacted like 8 people. Another day goes by. Nobody. Contact that person back. Then they asked me what I wanted. Well, I already told them what I wanted. I wanted my logo. I told them the logo. I sent them a picture of it. Everything I wanted. Then it took another day for them to get back to me. Then another person contacted me. That's 2 out of 8 now. You know those other 6 people? Never contacted me at all. So if there's one thing that my mentor told me 25 years ago, the first 5 rules of any business: follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. All 5 of them are follow up. If you can follow up and you can produce a great product, right? If you can produce something that really, because I find graphic design, it comes from within you, right? It's like you give up a piece of yourself every time. You invest yourself into it, right? Like you might make a design, you're like, it's okay, but it's not great. Maybe the next one's going to be great. And then you're just like, oh, that one's getting better. Yeah, but you know, another one. It's getting there. Nah. Oh, okay, now that's the one. But you're like, I'll draw 2 more just in case. And then you give them all 3 and you're like, you're trying to get that client to the good one, right? You're like, that's the good one. So follow up. That's the greatest advice I can give you. Follow up with people and be professional. When they say, hey, when is it going to be done? How much it's going to cost? All that stuff. Have all that ready. Have it all ready. This is exactly how much it's going to cost. This is how long it's going to take. It's going to be next week on Friday. And I will contact you. Tell them when they're going to contact you. Tell them when you're going to follow up with them. Tell them you're going to do that. And I would have clients come to me, even though I'm way more expensive than anybody else. They would come to me and never go to anybody else, even if they were half the price of what I did. Because when they did do that, and a few of them have done that, they had a terrible end result. And then they come back to me, never went away again. Had them as a client for the whole entire time. Because I did a really great job and I followed up with them. They knew what was going to happen. I followed up. I got it done. It took care of it. That's what you got to do as a designer. And that's what really, when I see people aren't following up, when they haven't contacted me back within 24 hours if I were sending stuff in, that is like the biggest thing. Now, that's all of those people. So the person who did my logo, I called him up, I got his answer machine. So I thought, you know what, I'll send him an email. Send him an email. He gets back to me within 24 hours. He says, I'd love to do your project. It seems totally like what I like to do. His name's Brian Adams, by the way. Or Brian Allen. Sorry, Brian Adams. I was thinking music guy. Brian Allen, an incredible, great, I'll definitely give him a shout out. Amazing, great artist. And well, the funny thing is I was using his artwork as the example of what I was looking for. But I didn't know who he was or where it came from. So I researched where it came from, and I found the person who was the example of what I was looking for, and I said, hey, I want you to do my logo, because you've got the skills that I'm looking for. And he's like, yeah, I'll do it. I love it. It sounds fun. Boom, here's my prices. Here's how long it's going to take. Here's all the information. If you want to have ownership of it, here's how much it's going to cost for that. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I want ownership of my own work. This is my design that I'm having you embellish, right? So we worked all that out. It took care of it. Professional at every turn. Hey, I want it like this, or I want that. I want I want the double dragons and all that other stuff. And I want it to look in a certain way, and I want it to be colored a certain way. And he's like, oh, no problem. So it was a completely easy, no problem experience for me, because I'm a graphic designer, so I have high expectations. So if you can set that experience, that it's a no problem experience with your customers, they will never go anywhere else. And if they do, you say, you know what? Hey, I might not be the cheapest, but I'm the person that's going to be there for you. I'm the person who's going to follow up. I'm going to be the person to do it. Now, the second you make money as a graphic designer, the second somebody pays you $1 to do what you do, you're now a professional, and you should be paid for what you do. Don't do stuff for free. Don't do stuff for free. Unless people are doing stuff for free, if you want to barter with somebody, and they say, hey, let's do some stuff for free. I'm going to go up here on the top of the kill box while I'm talking. You guys can take a look around. And we're really making huge strides here. Huge strides on Sanctuary. So make sure that you make it where you're the really only option. When they think of graphic design, they think of you first. And that was my skill. That was my skill, that I was incredibly great at problem solving, that they would think of me first before anybody else. And then if they did go to somebody else that had such a terrible experience, they'd say, you know, Kismet has such a great experience every single time. I just say, look, this is what I want. Kismet produces it. He tells me when he's going to get it done. He tells me how much it's going to cost up front. And then he gets it done when he says he's going to get it done. And he follows up all the time. So there you go. If you want to be the best designer that ever was, that's how to do it. And you're welcome. And it doesn't just count for graphic design. It counts whatever business you do. Whatever your business do. If you want to be better at your job, follow up. Show up 10 minutes early for work. I know, it seems crazy. That's what I did every single day. That's why I became the manager. That's why I became the boss. Every single day. I'd show up early. And I'd sit in the thing and I would read a book about something new, like the internet, before anybody even knew what it was. Way back in the day. And that's my suggestion. That's my suggestion. So you will, in my channel, by the way, for those new to my channel, I do stop from time to time and I do a little real talk. I get up in my soapbox. If that's not your thing, I stop usually after a few minutes. But that is what my channel is about. A little bit of inspiration, a little bit of love sent out there. If it's not your thing, that's cool. That's cool. I totally understand. But just expect it to happen. Don't worry. We'll get done and we'll keep moving on. I'll give you lots of awesome Kismet tips. So there we go. So there you go, Yenzo. I hope that helps you. I hope it makes you into the best designer you can be. Boom. Have you played the Nuka World? Yes, I have. Where you been, ESMS? I've played all of the stuff. Yes, and there's a Mayor Dave talking about my 3 levels. Thank you. Kismet, you broke 1K subs in your YouTube. That's right, Funky Mario. Yes, I did that a couple weeks ago. Another goal crushed. Hit that 5,000 followers. Hit that 1,000 on YouTube. We've also crushed a whole bunch of other goals. Got to go to TwitchCon this year, thanks to you guys. Crushed that goal. You can look at all the goals down below there, man. We just crushed all of them. We crushed every single goal we set out to do, and we're going to just keep on crushing those goals. We're just going to keep on working on it every day. So there we go. So thank you so much, Funky. Appreciate that. Kids, do you have any advice for the new graphic designer? Answer that question. What type of programs did you end up using in your career? I still use those programs. I have Maya, which is probably one of the highest in 3D animation programs. I've done complete fly-throughs of like whole entire buildings. I studied architecture when I was young, as well as graphic design, another pastime and love of mine. As you can tell, I'm a builder. As you can tell, I'm a builder. I love building. And I understand the fundamentals of architecture and the framing and all of that other stuff along with that. So I did that. So Maya is one of those ones. Of course, the entire Adobe suite. I don't think you can be a graphic designer without using the Adobe suite, because it is so powerful. It is incredibly powerful in what you want to do. Whatever you want to do, boom, you can go in there. I've been using Photoshop since version 1.0. I've been using Illustrator since version 88. 1988. That long. So very long time. I was so far ahead of everybody else, all the other graphic designers back then. I had like a 10-year leap on them. I had already known computers before they even started learning. They started learning 10 years. I was 10 years ahead of them when they started learning. There we go. I was 10 years ahead of them when they started learning. So I already knew the computer. I could get in there. I could scan stuff in. I could make stuff. I could make whole entire designs and whatever. They created entire schools for learning how to do that. And they were still 10 years behind me. So there we go. And that's what gave me a huge advantage. Now, I also love what I did, and I would do it every single day. That's all I ever wanted to do, was do graphic design. I had a passion for it. People could see that and see that I would, you know, that I still expected to be paid, because you always expect to be paid for what you do. But I would do it anyway. I would, even if I wasn't getting paid, I would still do it, because that's what I love to do. Like what I'm doing right now. Like I'm not getting paid to do it. I'm just hanging out with you guys, having a fun time. Every set goes right back in the stream. Every set goes right back out to you guys for like giveaways for like 7 Days to Die and all that other stuff that I give out and all of that to promote the channel, build it up. Because that's what you got to do. Reinvest in your business as well. So constantly reinvest. That's another great advice for if you have your own business. So there we go. So again, do you have high expectations for your streaming? I want to be the best streamer I want to be the best streamer there ever was. Not because I'm arrogant or not because I think I'm better than everybody else. It's because I know what it takes. It takes working at it every single day. Being the best streamer that you can be. And maybe I have like a 5 or 10% chance of being a big streamer. Maybe it's a 2% chance. But that doesn't stop me from doing it. That doesn't stop me from doing what I love to do. I only had a 10% chance of becoming a graphic designer. And I became a great one. And I had a great career. So there you go. So even if you have a big chance of failure, it doesn't mean you shouldn't do that thing. And don't let anybody's negativity stop you. You go do what you love to do, and if you fail at it, that's okay. If you make a mistake, that's okay. You're going to learn something from it, and it's going to help you in the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. So if you got to take a job at McDonald's, don't feel bad, man. Lots of people do. I've had to take those jobs, too, very early on in my career. I did. I got to pay the bills. I got to eat some food, right? Don't feel bad about it. Just learn as many skills as you can while you're working those really rough jobs so that you're building your skills toward what you really want to do. And that takes time and effort. And it will happen over time if you want it bad enough. You got to want it. It'll happen. It may not happen exactly how you want it to happen, but it will happen over time. You will have a measure of success. So there we go. Got our mute fruit down. We've removed all that other stuff. Let's go ahead and look at our stuff up here. I've been working while I've been talking. Up here, now we've got 112 defense. We only have 19 food now. So let's look and see what our number is now. 63 plus 19. Let's just round it off to 20. So that's 6, 7, 8. That's 82. That's 82 defense that we need. And we have 112. Now, all that food and everything that I collected, that is part of stuff I'm going to sell later or use at other settlements. So now I can go in here and I can drop all this into here and I can use it at every single one of my settlements. Now, all this carrot and all this other stuff. Where's my other stuff here? Razor grain. So really what I was trying to do is just build that up so I would have some of that. So I'd have some while I am building up other things. So I'm trying to do multitasking, right? I've got the purified water running. I've got the farm running over in the other place. That's a much better place to build a farm. Farm, by the way, because they're going to do nothing but farm over there. Now, over here, for the whole rest of the game, they're going to do something that I love for them to do. And some of you know exactly what's going to happen. See that thing right there? I'm going to line the streets with this. You're like, Kismet, psh, those don't do anything. Those things barely give you any resources. True. But a whole lot of them give you a lot of resources over your whole entire gameplay. You got to think that I'm going to be playing this for 500 hours. And they're going to be doing nothing but collecting me resources for 500 hours. And you know what? They should be working. This ain't no free ride. They got to get in there. They got to collect me some resources. That's a whole lot of resources that I don't have to collect. So we're going to get anybody who's not doing anything doing that. So let's go ahead and let's hit the bell. Call everybody over here and get that going on. Hey, Diamond, what's up? What's up? Thanks for hanging out. Absolute Super Boss. says, "Don't develop vertigo." You were banned out for you were timed out for that, but I read it anyway.
You asked me.
Yeah,
Freedom's
seems like better.
always
Yeah,
worth
don't get
fighting.
vertigo, don't get terrible conditions, but that's not how life goes. Now, when you're watching somebody else and they have a bad condition or whatever, when I was young, I always wondered how people got overweight because I was so young and I had, I would eat whatever I wanted and I had great metabolism and all of those things. But as you get older, your metabolism goes, boom, like that. So you can eat the exact same stuff you ate all that time, not eating in excess. You're not eating like, 4 burgers every night or, 15 pieces of pizza. You can eat the exact same thing and you'll start gaining weight anyway because your metabolism goes like that. It falls off. That's just natural. That's just the way nature is. It's a little nature's joke on you, and you got to think that most things about life is a joke on you. And if you can laugh about it and recover from it, then you'll do well. But otherwise, it is rough. It is a rough thing. All right, I think we got everybody assigned to food or something for dog meat. I want to sign that cow. Shush. Shush cow. What's up, trash can? What's up, Carla? Yeah, I think I got everybody. I got everybody for right now. Now, eventually, I will build up my charisma all the way up, and then I will have 21 people here instead of 15. Which is usually why I start with a high charisma, is so that I can have 21 people here. Now, imagine 21 people here, how much resources they're going to gather over time. So I'm going to put probably 5 or 6 more people on those things eventually. But that's good now. Let's go ahead and go over here and take care of our conditions and move on. Oh, wait, Trash Cans Carla's here. Wait a minute. Let's sell some stuff, make some money. Hold on. Let's go in here to aid and look for purified water. Boom, right there already. 14 purified water. Let's go ahead and get that money. Let's get that money. Oh, there we go. All right.
Hey, Carla.
Hey there. Trading?
What's up? Diamond, what's up? Having a great night and perfectly capping it off with your stream. Oh, now that is a nice thing to say. I do
I've
appreciate
got a
that
few
big
minutes
time.
to browse.
You
I'm going to go ahead and take that and put them on nice things people say. That made me smile there. Thank you, Diamond. Appreciate that. I love playing this game. Oh, just time goes by so quickly. It goes so quickly. But that's okay. Tomorrow, by the way, if you haven't seen my new schedule, by the way, let me throw it up here just real quick for all of you. Boom. Right there. Check it out. Tomorrow, we have updated my schedule. You see there, I play a lot of 7 Days to Die. We're playing some SWTOR. We're playing some retro games. Playing some Skyrim on Thursdays. You can see here on Friday and Saturday. Oh, Friday and Saturday. Put it off my head. Friday and Saturday, we're doing SWTOR nights. We're doing 7 Days to Die. Tonight, we're doing Fallout. But tomorrow, if you love some Fallout, we're going to be doing it all night long. And from now on, 6 hours on Sundays. 6 hours of Fallout on Sunday. That'll help us push forward in our playthrough. So make sure to hang out on Sunday. We're going to have a great night and just do a whole bunch of Fallout. Whole bunch. All right. Whoop. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. Let's keep on going. So let's go ahead and get that money by selling our purified water. Watch how much this just 14 purified water, by the way. Oh, get over there. 14 purified water. Watch how much that's worth. It's worth 100 caps. And what did I have to do to do it? Nothing. They just collect it and put it in the workbench for me. Automatically. Automatically. Now, you don't have to assign them to the water. It just automatically goes into the workbench. It's not like they go down there and collect it and bring it back like they would food or whatever. But boom, there we go. Give me them 98 caps. Appreciate it big time. And that's just going to make me money the whole rest of the game. I don't have to do nothing. It's just going to keep producing purified water. And I'll take it out, sell it to trash can, take it out, or I'll just put it in the container, and then I'll have like 1,000. And 1,000 purified water, especially if you have max charisma and you have your caps collector and all that, is like 30,000 bottle caps. 30,000 per 1,000, right? So if you get 8,000 like me, you're making 117,000 bottle caps across all of your settlements. So it's a way to make a massive amount of caps. Massive amount of caps. So much caps that you can't even sell it to the vendors until you get that perk where you can boost their thing, where you can invest in them, which is down here in the corner. Until you get that perk that allows you to boost their thing where they're not just 300 every time, they're 800 every time, and then you're really making in the money. You're just raking it in. Raking in that big money. Okay, and then you can start buying out all these shipments here too. By the way, if you haven't seen this in a while, if you haven't played Fallout in a while, they've added a whole bunch of new shipments to some of the vendors. So you want to check those out as well. All right, that's good. Now let's take care of our water. Now you're like, Kismet, you just sold your purified water. You're not going to have any water, bro. Nah, just drink out of the thing right now. See? And then you're going to see it go all the way up. All the way back up again. It's going to be good. Gooda. I got to update my my auto thing on times. Update my auto thing on times. 63 minus 15 equals 48 extra water. Exactly, Meridave. Meridave's got it going on. There you go. There you go. You guys got it going on. There we go. Don't I have the nicest mods? They're so nice. They always say hello to everybody. They always just hang out in the stream. So nice. So nice. Of course, they will drop Fate's Hammer on you if you mess with them. That's what they're the Fate's Hammer mod team, I call them. Because if you mess with them, boom, they will ban you out just like that. But because I give them the power to do that. But they are super nice. They're super nice. Some of the best mods on Twitch, I think. Anyway, Paradoxal Soul says, do you have to take out the stuff your settlement accumulates because there are limits on them? Yeah, supposedly somebody told me that there's a 25,000 item limit. But I have played over 1,500 hours and I've never hit that limit. And I am the biggest looter you will ever find. I am a super looter. I loot everything. Everything and anything. Down to the cigarette butts. Down to the one cap. I will loot it all. Everything. And I've never hit that limit. So I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it unless for some reason you make like, you know, so much that you really cap it out. So I've heard that, but I've never hit that cap. I've never seen a cap in there. So to me, it's virtually unlimited because if I've never hit the cap in that many hours, I don't know. But I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is a mathematical limit that it goes to. So again, we did a whole bunch of stuff. Let's go ahead and sleep and save there. Have a great night. Having a great night. Okay, cool. Yo, Kismet, been a while. Yeah, Shadowban, it has been a while. How you been, man? Hope you've been great. Hey, Sister Wolf, revert to looking mode. You're doing well. There we go. There we go. So I appreciate everybody hanging out. All right, it's time to move on. Now, I try to do different things. Now, we're going to run over a little bit here before we go on to 7 Days to Die, by the way, which I consider to be Fallout 4.5, because we can do a massive amount of building in that game. You can build anywhere. It's incredibly awesome. Now, I'm not usually into zombie games. It's usually not my thing, but I love the team play. And if I could take Fallout 4, or the Fallout genre, maybe even Fallout 3 New Vegas, which has an incredible storyline, which we played a bit back, and take those and Minecraft and GTA 5 and jam them into one game, that's what I would love Fallout 5 to be. But right now, this game is like Fallout 4.5, the in-between version, where you can go in, you can build. You got to fight off all the zombies, or ghouls as I like to call them, because I'm a Fallout fan, when they attack your base. They attack every 7 days. So you have to build up this base and build up these defenses. Now, the best part, the part that makes it the greatest, and I wish we could do that right now. I wish all of you could come into my game and we could play together and build giant settlements to defend against super mutants and just giant hordes of them that would attack, right? Not just like 5 or 10 of them, but I mean like 50 of them attack. And we'd have to build Kismet kill boxes and walls and defenses and really work together as a team, or we would all die. That is what that game is like. And I see that game and I see the potential of what Fallout 5 could be. How amazing that could be. And Bethesda's done an amazing job on this. Otherwise, I would not be playing it. I would tell you, hey, I don't like this game. Because that's just the way I am. I would tell you straight up. Yeah, if I don't like it, I'll tell you. Just like that. Because I don't owe nobody nothing. I don't just endorse a product for no reason. If I tell you I like it, it's because I really do. Because, no one's paying me to say I like it or don't like it, right? So that's how you can tell people are honest. Plus, you can just see right through people who are doing that anyway. I can see right through them. When people are just like, I really like this product. It is super good. Name of product. And you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm going to run over here real quick. See how our corn and everything is doing. Oh, it's looking good. Looking good. Let me turn the game sounds back on. Looking good. Nothing's in yet, though. Nothing's in. Kitty. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, save. Save. 3. So we still need more corn. So the corn I just took from over there, by the way, I put in the workbench. But if I come over here, since they're connected, I can then utilize that corn over here. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. There we go. Oh, that was perfect. I didn't intentionally make it perfect. It just worked out that way. So there we go. So now we've got basically one, because this is one person. That's 2 people with the corn, and this is 3 people. So now we have 3 people's worth of corn and stuff. And then over here, we've got a whole bunch more razor grain, which we've got another fourth person, I think it is. 1, 2, 3, and this will be 4. And then now I'm going to take all these melons out. And again, I just do those just to build that up early in the game. And I want them to focus. I want them to focus on that other stuff. Just to try to build up my resources. Try to build up all of these. Now again, I could harvest them first and then do it, but it's not really going to matter in the long run. All right. I've got plenty enough food. Now also what it does is it reduces the amount of defense that I need. So I can then put out more. And we're going to put out some more carrots. Let's do that. How many got? We got 40 carrots now. Oh, wow. Holy mackerel. I didn't even realize I made that many that fast. All right, so we got 40 carrots. So let's just go ahead and run them right down the middle. I like to try to keep them as close in the base as possible so that I'm not, they're not getting destroyed on the outer edges of the base, which usually happens. There's 4. Again, groups of 6. Really need them in groups of 12 because 12 is the optimum. But I put them in groups of 6 so I know how many I have, right? Let's just put this over here. You can come back later, by the way, and make this all like perfectly in rows and however you want it to be. It's up to you. All right, there we go. So we now have enough for 1, 2, 3, 4 people there, and then 5 people over there. So a total of 5 people farming should be good. Now we've got 7 people here. One of them is a provisioner. Let's see if everybody's doing their job. She's not doing nothing. Connie is doing a whole lot of nothing now. Let's get her on these carrots.
Okay.
Ah. Accidentally picked it up. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Hate it when I do that. No, she already got it. Okay, good. She's got those carrots. Working. This guy's working. Again, always be checking that your settlers aren't just slacking off. You know how you can tell your settlers are slacking off? Let me show you a little trick. A little Kismet tip for you here. All you have to do is go make a couch. Like this. This black couch right here. Take this black couch, just stick it somewhere where it's easy to find. Right there. Anybody during the day, not necessarily at night. At night, whoa, dog meat, what the heck was that, bro? Anytime during the day, if someone goes and sits in that chair, you know they ain't doing a darn thing. That's what I used to use to find all my people who weren't doing anything. Is you would find they would go sit in the chair. Now at nighttime they're on a break, so they'll go and they'll end up in that chair. So that's how that'll go. But during the day, watch out for that. Comfy? Comfy little kitty cat. Lazing around. Somebody's got a good life. Okay. Oh, my corn came in.
Seems to be growing well.
Woohoo! Corn. Oh. Hit that bell again. I don't need the bell, I just want my corn. Now, early in the game, I collect this myself. Later in the game, I don't bother. I'll let them collect it and put it in the workbench because I'll be off doing other stuff. All right, cool. All right, we're getting this going on. Let's do some more corn. Yeah, the more you build up this before, and you have this just running the whole time. It's kind of like a money generator is what it is, or a food generator, depending on how you want to look at it. It just sits here and makes you money and food the whole time you're playing, while you're doing something else. Skip that one. An extra one here at the end. 9 more. Now, as I get more settlers, I will put them on doing more food. Lost track of how many I was doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And we've got more carrots, and I got 40 carrots. Massive amount. Again, as I get more and more people, I will add them to farming. Offset that a little bit. Over here. Right now I don't have enough people, but that's okay. That's okay. Put them down. Keep going. 1. Not enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there we go. Now that is an incredibly awesome start. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. That's an incredibly awesome start. Now, we have to play a special song. Hold on. We have to play a special song here. Here we go. Let's do this. Gotta wait for that to go first. We gotta play a special song. Let me catch up on chat. Let's see. Kismet, you prefer the Lone Wanderer or a companion with inspirational? I typically don't play Lone Wanderer. Usually I use companions because I like all the companion perks. So you'll usually see me using a companion all the time just so I can build up their affection. And then once I have their affection to maximum and I get that perk, boom, another companion just like that. And I send them off wherever. Now I like Piper, I like Kate. And I actually like all of the companions except for McCready. McCready, he's just so underhanded and creepy. I don't like him around me. But there you go. That's just my inherent nature. I love Dogmeat. Is actually my favorite companion. He is awesome. Because he's an awesome puppy dog. Now, he also got me killed earlier. That's why I got 4 deaths. He made me throw a Molotov into the wall. I told him to go attack, and he didn't attack. But other than that, he's a great companion. Other than him getting you killed all the time, he's the greatest. So there we go. Did you finish Nuka World? Yes, I did. I did finish Nuka World. I did finish all of the DLC. And I even tried some mods out. I tried the Superman mod out. We tried a whole bunch of different mods. Some of the mods we couldn't get to work. Some of the mods we couldn't find. I tried to find it in that search thing, which is not that great. That search thing for mods is not good. Not good. All right, we got that done. Now, the funny thing is we just planned all the food and we're hungry. Let's see what we can eat here. Let's go ahead and eat some of these melons. I had a bunch of melons. I put them away in the thing. No, I just got them from here. Couldn't have put them away. That's interesting. Why don't I have those melons? Just picked all those up. That's interesting. I should have that. I don't know what to do with it. I put it in the workbench? I don't remember putting it in the workbench. Totally possible, though. Nope. Nope. The case of the disappearing melons. No, maybe they were gourds. Dun, dun, dun. The sudden loss of resources. There we go. I don't know. They disappeared. Look at that. Disappeared. Oh, well. Roll with it. Roll with it. Probably because they weren't... no, they were full. Should have a ton of melons there. I should have a ton. Well, you know, little game glitches. Go with it. Roll with it. Let's save. Save. Okay. So we got that done. I just want to play for like the next 50 hours. So much I love this game. Just want to keep playing and playing and playing. I love it so much. But we need to move on. We need to move on to 7 Days to Die. I know, there's a cliffhanger. I'll leave you right here. We did a lot of great settlement stuff. Now all my settlement stuff is done. It's done. Now it's time to go out and do questing. And I know, like, Kismet, why aren't you out there playing? Why aren't you out there cutting people up? Why aren't you out there questing and doing all of that other stuff and all the DLC and running out there and dying in your immediate playthrough? Because all I have to do is invest a few play sessions into this, and then this benefits me for the entire rest of the game. And do I really need to do anything? Not really. Maybe come back here when it needs to be defended for a while until I get enough concrete to put a wall around it, and then really gear up my people. Once they're geared up, that's it. I don't ever have to come to the base again, and it just makes me money all day long. Makes me tons of food, makes me tons of purified water. I always have enough water, I always have enough food. But the next thing we're going to do is the ability to remove our conditions, right? Our little things right here. Let's foreshadow future events. So if we want to go in here and we want to create, like right here is establish the supply lines, right? When I hit level 14, it's going to allow me to build stores and workshops. Well, at level 14, and that's why I go at least 6 charisma every single time. And at level 14, in about another 5 levels, I will then be able to put down a medic area. But we need to go, we need to go and hunt down a medic in our next playthrough. That'll be the next kind of challenge, and it's going to be a challenge to get there. It's going to be a challenge to get there from here. And just a little foreshadowing. It's way over here somewhere. Maybe it's way down here. Or maybe it's way over there. But we need to stop by here on the way too. So that's what we're going to do next time. So tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be playing for 6 hours. A big long stream of Fallout 4. We'll be doing it every Sunday now. That is the big request that everybody kept giving me. Kismet, I want to do this. Kismet, I want to do that. So there we go. You picked up a whole crops, melons, and workshop placement storage. I already looked in there. I thought I stored them in the workbench. Stored them in the workbench. I looked in there, bro. I thought I just picked some of them up, too. It must have been gourds. See, I think they were gourds and not melons. I think that's what they were. Like I said earlier. But yes, I think they were gourds and not melons, so I just got confused as to what I planted there. Confused. Right, so again, we will go and we'll do that tomorrow night. Now, right now, what we're going to do, again, play some Fallout 4.5, some 7 Days to Die. If you guys would like to see a giant mega build, I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you a tour of it here in just a minute. Now, it's going to take me just a minute to transition from this game, Fallout 4, to 7 Days to Die. We're going to play it for a couple hours. Check on how the team is doing, because we can work together as a team. And there's like 16 or it was I think 13 or 16 people in the server, all working together as a team. It is super fun. Stay around for that. I definitely worth just a peek at least. All right. So I'll be right back in just a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and swap over, and I'll see you all then in just a minute. Let's put that in the chat. Boom. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and swap over to my startup screen while I'm doing that. I'll be right back.